everybody, Joleen Lunzer!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Married to Bravo, where we ask the constant question, where's Joleen at? Where's Joleen at? We're here. We are here. Joleen and Nana are here to talk all about, we're going to mention it all like Bethany Frankel says. We're going to be talking about the season finale of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and episode 2. Is there already episode 2 or episode 3? Episode 2 of Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City.
Oh my gosh. So first we'll talk about Beverly Hills, and that was the finale, Not My Sister's Keeper, season 12. We're already at the finale. Next week, Nana, it is going to be the reunion, and that thing looks good. What do you think?
It looks fabulous, and I've been trying to keep up with other things. And hello, everyone. I've been trying to keep up with other things such as Kempire, Up and Adam, and Zach Peters. And just so I can say a shout out to Kempire and Zach that we
Did you
saw
see them on the show?
It was fabulous. Wasn't that fabulous to see them?
Fabulous.
Now, Up and Adam mentioned that on their podcast, and it was this morning or the day before. And they're saying that people are reaching out to them saying, why weren't you on there? Why weren't you on there? You should have been on there. And they said, yes, that would have been nice. We were asked. They were asked.
What? And they said, why'd they say no?
Was
the money not right?
No, I don't know about the money.
Oh, wait, this is Nana's stale tea. Here we go. Nana's got tea. Okay, Nana, what did they say? So Up and Adam was asked to be on, just like Zach Peter and Kempire?
Yes, Up and Adam and Jason were asked to be on.
That's so cool.
They talked about it, and they talked to Bravo, and Bravo had this one segment that they wanted to show. They couldn't pick which segment was going to be shown. Okay. And the segment that they wanted to show is when they were going to bat for Rinna. And this is a little while back.
Oh, they don't want to be on that team.
They don't want to be on that team. And they decided against it. But they applaud Kempire and Zach and gave them all the kudos for being on and doing a good job with it. Because that's what they're about. That's what they're about. Oh, my God.
Tracy said when I saw them on the show, all I could think of was how thrilled Nana was. Where you're like, oh, my God, I just was hanging out with Zach. And I watch Kempire all the time. So all your friends were on Bravo, Nana.
I know. And I watch Make It Make Sense. And he's reading the Kathy Hilton book. And that's $100 book. I said, I'd really like that book. But I wouldn't pay $100. I just as soon have you read it to us. And that's what he's been doing. It's just wonderful.
I'll be on with Mims on Mims' channel. Mods, feel free to drop a link to his channel. If you're not turned on to Mims already, definitely get on it. He's great. And I'll be on there on Tuesday talking about the Kathy Hilton book. So it'll be exciting. And then we're going to set you up with the time to go on Mims' channel. Did you just get your hair done?
I didn't.
Good.
Oh, thanks. I painted all day. See all this?
Oh, nice. You look so pretty.
I primed all day, a bedroom. And then I thought, oh gosh, I better put a little makeup on. I'm going live with Joleen. And then
I'll very nice.
Thank you. I'll run my head underwater. And that's what I did. And then I just sit there and then fluff it up. Like when I get nervous, curl. I just do that. Okay.
Yeah. And you got your Nicorette in. So we're still not smoking. Proud of you, Nana.
Oh, honey, we're going on 2 years, baby.
2 years?
2 years. That's big.
Oh my word.
That's huge for me. That's huge for me. And I know we talked about Mims Book Club is great. Thank you, Evelyn. I think so too. And he's just so darn cute. I always have to mention that to him. I says, it's so nice to see your handsome
All
face.
our dude blogger friends are so handsome. I mean, and some of them are prettier than we are. No offense to us.
No offense to us, but let's just call it what it is. They are. And Zach has got the best complexion. Everything's just flawless.
Oh my God. I'm watching Zach on Twitter. So he's like obviously he took the side, he's got the Rinna side, so he's receiving, we follow each other on Twitter, shout out to Zach.
Oh yes,
and he's getting some hate tweets, but he's handling it quite well. So
he did mention that. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And and just like he said, everyone has their opinion, and that's the joy of these podcasts. You don't always have to agree with what we say. Dear Lord, please don't.
And it would be boring if everyone was team whatever. But a lot of people are saying that Zach, I don't even know. Like, I don't know at all. All I know is I've known Zach for a while. I adore Zach. So I don't care what team he's on. I just like him as a person. But people were saying, like, Watch What Crappens were saying, Zach, we know that you're friends with Rinna and you're the Rinna informant or something. I was like, oh my God, Zach could be so entangled in this, which is kind of fun. If he is, why not? Who cares?
And Zach says, it isn't me. You know what I mean? He's not deep throat in this. He is not.
But let people believe it, because who cares?
Well, it just gives them more, right. It helps.
It's not like they're robbing elderlies. It's not, they're not doing Jen Shaw's. They're not doing Erika Jane's, allegedly, both of them. But, there's just the big, what did Kathy Hilton say? And what didn't Kathy Hilton say? And is Rinna embellishing it? Isn't she? Obviously, she's embellishing it. Did Kathy Hilton say some probably mean stuff? Yes. Does she hate these bitches? For sure.
I think she does. I think she does. And I like the way, because we don't really go after people. That's not what we're about either.
Us? We're shady. Yes. We're shady, though.
A couple times we can say a few things. I know I have. I'll speak for myself. I know I have said some things that I wish I could kind of take back, but I'm not going to. But I'm not going to, because I really was in Rinna's corner for the longest time. And it's only because of Harry Hamlin. And now that to watch Rinna and watch what she's been up to, it is just horrendous what she's saying about Kathy. And I'm not saying Kathy's a saint, who is. But the idea that Kyle wasn't going, giving her sister her back. She wasn't.
Kyle is so pathetic in this. The fact that Kathy, we saw the previews for the upcoming reunion. Now, granted, some people are like, Kathy's just reading users' tweets, like watchers' tweets, which, okay. Yes. But I love that she is just like, listen, Rinna, you're the biggest villain in Hollywood. I'm like, first of all, not enough people in Hollywood even know Lisa Rinna for her to be the biggest villain in Hollywood. I mean, it's not like she's a movie star. Has she become kind of a household name? Yeah, but it's not like she's this huge star. Okay, she's not a Kardashian. She's not a Hilton. She's just not. It's not going to happen for her or her family. It's just not going to happen. That's not where she's at. And it's not going to happen for Erika either, no matter what she says. But now I forgot what I was talking about. So Lisa Rinna.
We were talking about the idea that Rinna, I had her back for a long time, and I jumped ship after these last few episodes, just because you are being hateful. You are the biggest bully in Hollywood.
Oh yes, somebody finally brought up. That's what I was talking about. Somebody finally brought up LVP. So Kyle has been sitting here season after season, and Kathy is just like, all right, I hate you. You're a big bully. You're this. No matter what, Rinna and Kathy's a great adversary for Rinna, and Rinna's a great adversary for Kathy, because at least we have someone finally calling out Rinna. Rinna's been coming at this family for a long time. Whether you agree with it or not, she has. So it's about time that, Kim tried to go toe-to-toe with her, but Rinna always had that addiction thing she held over her. Like, oh, Kim, are you drunk? Are you using again? Are you doing that? So Kim could never stand on her own. Now, Kathy Hilton, we know she's probably engaged in some behavior in the past, but she's never been known to be like a known addict. So she can go toe-to-toe with Rinna. She can, she's got more money than Rinna. And so it's nice to see somebody call her out, because Kyle just lets these women shit on her sisters.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does.
She does.
She never has her sisters back. Never. And certainly didn't on this. The minute Rinna came out with that vodka thing, you knew that was going to hurt Kathy's feelings, because she's pushing her own vodka. And the idea that she's tequila. I'm sorry. I want to say vodka, because it was clear.
Always remember Kathy Hilton's like, this is Kendall Jenner's tequila. When she does the little voice and goes over to Sutton and Garcelle, it's one of my favorite parts of the season, because she's like, let me try my friend Kendall Jenner's tequila.
And that told everything, didn't it? It told everything, because Kyle just poo-pooed it.
Oh,
instead of saying, don't Don't.
Even Faye Resnick had Kathy's back more than freaking Kyle. And Faye Resnick wrote a book about her dead friend. I mean, Faye, the morally corrupt, like Camille says, Faye Resnick had more of a backbone and stuck up more for Kathy than Kyle did. Kyle's like, don't, guys. Is Rinna really that good of a friend to you? Is Erika? Come on now.
But that's the side she was going at. And
now
she's pulling back. She's pulling back. She can see what people are really thinking of Rinna and Erika. And she's pulling back, and she's gonna, I think, in the tell-all or the reunion, I think we're gonna see that Kyle's gonna stand up. I think Kyle's gonna stand up.
I mean, I don't know. Everyone online was saying her dress, which I liked for the reunion, but everyone was like, Kyle wore a parachute so she can take off out of the. I think Kyle looks fantastic. I don't know. I think she looks great.
This
is her best look.
Yes, absolutely.
I love it.
We got rid of those little girl bangs, straight across the forehead.
Those are for Halloween, though. Those are for the Halloween movie.
Well, whatever they were for, get rid of them.
But I think she looks so good at this reunion. I think this is honestly her best look. The makeup, it's very dewy. It's very Charlotte Tilbury. It's very I just love it. I love the color of the dress.
Oh, I just lost
the body, the hair, everything's looking so
I lost
good.
The sound.
Plug in your earphones. I guarantee they're not plugged in. They're not plugged in. I lost the sound. She probably just popped them out, you guys. Nana's the best. She's hilarious. I lost the sound. Can you hear us now, Nana? Oh no, this is going to be an ordeal. We were on a roll. Nana.
I am so sorry.
Are you back?
Yes, I'm sorry.
So quick. I'm proud of you. It was funny because all of a sudden you go, I lost the sound because it came out, right?
The blessing.
Oh my God. Yes, Kyle has never looked better. I like the little shoulder. I'm loving the hair. I like the earrings. I was just like, who is this? I really like it.
It's wonderful. And I love the idea that Up and Adam did it. Kempire did it. Zach did it. I don't know. I don't think Mims did it, but they showed a little preview of the reunion. Mm-hmm. And when you see the group together, and you've said this before, a lot of them on the different housewives, they kind of coordinate their outfits. These guys are all over. They are all over there.
Let's talk about it, Nana. Okay, let's go top left first, and then the bottom row. We'll go left to right. Okay, so you'll comment first. I'll comment second. Okay, all Garcelle.
Right. Garcelle, it's time to get a new stylist. I don't know if it's a family member or something, but get rid of them. You had that green lipstick on.
I loved the green lipstick. I don't care. I loved it.
Hated it. I loved
it.
I said, drop that green lipstick, hopefully in a toilet. It looks horrible. You are beautiful. You are absolutely a beautiful woman, and you don't need green lipstick. It just didn't do anything. This outfit, it's a little too, someone said it looked better when she was sitting down, which is really a slap.
She said on Twitter, she goes, it's a sit-down dress. Garcelle will read herself. She goes, it's a sit-down dress. It's not a stand-up dress. It's too casual for the reunion.
Yes, and these boots, no. These boots aren't made for walking. I just think she would have been better with a strappy type of sandal, glittery black or silver.
She's a gown. She's so
she's beautiful. Yes.
More. I agree with you, Nana. I'm not loving this look from her. I do like the makeup, the hair, the jewelry, the dress. Not a fan. The boots with something else. As I'm sitting here with a cowboy scarf on, but we can judge them. It's okay. So
it's all right. They're not judging us.
we're gonna pass fail. I'm gonna put this one a fail.
Fail.
Okay, now let's move over to Sutton, aka Shannon Bedore at her first communion.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better. It just, you have more money than most of them.
Right.
And you have nice little skinny legs. I die for your legs, baby. I die for your legs. But the idea
She's got Betty Dorner legs. Remember Betty?
She does. Betty's got little skinny legs. Yes, she does. Mm-hmm. It's a friend of ours.
Sorry.
And
we doxed her and her skinny legs.
Sorry, Betty.
If someone said that about me, I'd be okay though.
I'd be fine with
They won't. They won't.
They will never say that about me. They'll go, oh, Chunka. Burn in love. But no, it's just boxy. It doesn't, it kind of screams 60s, but I don't know. I just don't like the color is always pretty on her. She can wear a lot of different colors.
Why does she wear boxes? Why doesn't she do any kind of like fitting?
I don't know.
I know it's couture or whatever, or couture, but I'm gonna pass. It reminds me of Shannon Bedore's OC reunion look a couple years back when she was getting her first communion. Now I think we've graduated to Sutton getting her confirmation. It's a no for me. Too casual, too churchy. I don't like it. What do you guys think?
I don't like it either. And again, if she would have gone with a long flowing gown, I think that just looks great for a reunion.
Even the hair, it's a no. Now, Crystal.
I love the yellow on her. Mm-hmm. Yellow is a beautiful color on her. Beautiful. Again, she's one that can wear different colors and look fabulous. She looks, I like the slit, Mm-hmm. I like the slit very much. I don't think this is the type of dress that you want to wear to a reunion. This is a luncheon dress.
This is a OC reunion dress. This is how the Real Housewives of Orange County dress for their reunions. Again, too casual. Love the long sleeve on her. Love the hair. Makeup beautiful. Like here's just a solo picture of her. Like how gorgeous is Crystal? So gorgeous.
Yes, she is gorgeous.
And that color. But there's something about the fit at the bottom of this. I mean, Crystal she's got she looks fantastic. But there's something that just isn't giving me the glamour I need. Oops, wrong picture. For a reunion. It's just again, she's looking very Orange County, and girl, you live in Beverly Hills, and you need to remember that.
That's right. And then who do we have here? Oh yeah,
Dorit. What do you think?
No, Dorit. This just looks awful. It just is an awful look on you. I love the shoes. I love those shoes. They're great.
Right.
Love the necklace. But this idea of all these braids and things, they're fake, whatever. I know she had to buy something from Erika's line. This wasn't it to buy, and
I'm going to go on the other side. I love it. It's very Dorit. I like the accessories. I like how out there it is with the shoes and the tan. I expect this kind of a look from Dorit, a little more edgy. And I like it.
I like the color. Okay,
I'm crazy, you guys. Am I crazy?
A little bit.
Top heavy. People are saying it's top heavy. They're saying it's 2010. There's just something I really like about it.
Do you like those braids?
Yeah.
The Erika braids? Oh, no.
No, these are better. Well, Dorit's always putting up like 10,000 bobby pins in her hair. Like every season she's got something she's doing there. But I like the layering of the necklaces, even if it is a little heavy. I just think it works for Dorit.
I don't think it does. And I think had she had a longer dress on, yes, a gown, if you will.
But this look right here, this to me looks stunning. It does. She looks, I know we'll agree, disagree, but I just think it just works with her body. It works with her style. It looks fantastic. She looks like she has money, and I know she doesn't have that much money. So I believe she has more money than she has, and that's how I want to feel,
That's what we want from our housewives,
right? Miss T says Dorit stole that look from an IG model. Also, don't forget to smash that like, you guys, and hit the subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you want to support the channel, Super Chat's a great way, or join our YouTube membership or our Patreon. So, I think it's 50-50. Some people like it, some people don't. Okay. Tracy says, I thought Dorit's style was off this whole series. Dressing down often makes me wonder if it's related to her trauma. Interesting, Tracy. Very. It could be. They
didn't steal her clothes.
Renee says,
and maybe they should have.
Joleen likes Dorit's because she looks like a tree.
Throw some pumpkins on her. Yeah, we got this.
She kind of does look like a tree. Okay, moving down to Miss Kathy Hilton.
Just because you're 68 years old doesn't mean you have to look like it. You have more money than any of these women. Love the color. Barbie used to have an outfit just like this. Barbie.
Color's great. Dress is great.
Yeah, dress is horrendous.
It's for a tea party.
Yes, most definitely. Her hair looks fabulous. Love that necklace. Love that necklace. Love her bag.
Is that from the party? Is that from Kyle's
It looks like it
party?
is. It looks like it is.
But it's just not with the short. It's like did they film like no, it's just not
no,
good.
It's like a spring fling, you know?
Yes. It's like she's going to afternoon tea.
Or they could go to the spring fling with
Dylan
and oh my God, why can't I think of her name?
Kelly, Brenda, Donna.
Brenda. They're going to the spring fling and Brenda's going to lose her virginity. That's what she looks like. It doesn't look good on her. I don't like it. Her body is so much better than what she's showing.
So much better than that. We don't like it. It's not. Yeah, I'm just so underwhelmed by that. Erika Jane.
It's because her personality.
Well, let's go. Let's take away her personality.
All right. We're taking away her personality.
Take away her personality, Nana.
I like this dress. I like this dress.
Wow, really?
I do. I like this dress because I like it because it's somewhat trashy, and I think that's what that's what most of her looks have been. No, I do. It does look a little trashy. It looks like she could be standing out on Santa Monica Boulevard. I just think
waiting for her Uber. Just waiting for her Uber.
Nana's not not at all. Waiting for an Uber, but I do like it, and I love that ice blue on her. I think it's a great color on her. The shoes are fabulous. She looks great in this. She shouldn't have been able to afford a new dress. So
maybe it's borrowed or rented. Now, here's what I think. This screams toddlers and tiaras. I used to watch toddlers and tiaras every now and then. This looks like she's about to be in a pageantry at 3 years old. Nana, look at this freaking hair. Let's see if we can get, let me see if I can get a better, closer. It is beyond ridiculous that a 50-some-year-old, this is toddlers and tiaras, minus a flipper, she got a breastplate. Like this is, I'm expecting her to get on stage. I'm expecting Honey Boo Boo's mom to be like, act, and she's going to act stuff out. It's toddlers and tiaras. It's too short.
It is too short for her age. Okay, I'm going to do age.
Just for any, not even for age, just for the reunion. As I like Dorit short dress, so I'm a total hypocrite. But I just don't. I like the shoes, but she looks like she's in a toddler pageant with the hair, with the little crown there, with the her extra pretty mess wigs or extensions. The boobs look good, but it's a weird cut for the boobs.
When you say breastplate, what exactly is that? Is that thing that like
it looked like Meredith had last season?
Meredith, yeah.
But it was just like you got a boob job, but they haven't settled yet.
Oh, I see.
It happens. Okay. It happens to the best of us. Now you can't unsee it, right? It's so toddlers and tiaras. And if you follow at @married2 Bravo on Instagram, I did a little super cut, a very short super cut of Erika as a toddlers and tiaras person. So I edited in some old clips of toddlers and tiaras and Erika having a meltdown. It just looks like she's like, mommy, like she needs her, they used to give the little girls pixie sticks or Mountain Dew so that they would stay awake and be able to perform at the toddlers and tiaras pageant.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know anybody stole those little tricks from me.
Right. But anyway. The makeup is beautiful.
Yeah, it is. I mean, and she doesn't have that many people. Her squad or whatever. There's two guys in the kitchen drinking wine with her. So she really doesn't have that backup anymore.
No.
So
she's calling people down. I hear she's heading to dry bars and she's offering like, who wants to make a quick hundo? And it's 100 pennies.
And we went to that dry bar that one time.
Yep, she's going there and she's just picking up people from dry bar to do her stuff, just like a regular ass person. It's Honey Boo Boo. It's freaking Honey Boo Boo.
But I like the dress. There's something about that dress I like. Maybe it's the color. It's this.
Loves toddlers and tiaras, and she loves.
Why wouldn't you?
Okay, you gotta go to Instagram and follow my Married to Bravo account, Married2 Bravo, @Married2 Bravo on Instagram. Once upon a time, I had a goal of hitting 10,000 followers on that, but then I didn't post for a little bit because I have too many Instagrams and too many YouTubes, and I just overwhelm myself with my ADHD. But I love posting on there because I can post fun housewife stuff. So feel free to share it with your friends.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. So we did that. Yeah. Someone said to do Erika, she'd be like, honey, I'm here for toddlers and tiaras. These other little bitches better watch out. Honey, I don't care about anyone but myself. The only one you should be voting for is me. Me. Ugh. That is maybe what she would be doing. Okay.
I love you. I love you.
Lisa Rinna, Nana.
Khloe Kardashian.
Right.
Okay. Khloe Kardashian is looking really sharp here.
Yes.
It doesn't look like Rinna. Maybe that's why I like it. But I used to like Rinna's hair, that short, and I don't care if it's the same old cut that she always had. She should hang on to that. This doesn't do it for her. Her body is amazing. But, and then the idea of wearing a cross, that's not going to save you, baby. Not from this reunion.
You're already a vampire. How is it not burning her skin?
Who says it's not? I'm telling you, I think that she does look like Khloe Kardashian, and who is beautiful, hands down. I like
think Rinna looks really beautiful, but she does look like she's trying to be a Kardashian.
It doesn't look like Rinna.
Very much. Every time I see Rinna, so I'm going from this.
There you go.
This. It's like the magic of Hollywood. I mean, I wish I could look just like a whole different woman.
I just, see, and that business with that ponytail. Oh, please. Yeah.
That was giving me like Priscilla Presley.
Oh, really? Yes.
Don't you think?
Yes, I think you're right.
And the finale. But I mean, I think she looks beautiful. I love a leopard print. Let's see, how long is this dress? Let me pull it up again.
I do too. It's a longer.
Enough. Yeah, yes. The hair is great, but it's very Kardashian. There's nothing unique about it. She just, like you said, she looks exactly like Khloe.
She does.
Twin.
She does. Well, she's such good friends with her sister, so why not? Lisa's dress has been done time and time again in other colors. True enough, DGS. I agree.
Remember when I think her best reunion look was when she wore the all white, and when she stood up. I liked the white on her, but when she was like, I'll own it all day, every day, baby. When I think it was at the reunion that Brandy was like, you haven't changed your hair since like the 80s.
But she shouldn't. Yeah. And Brandy, like she should have an opinion on anything.
She should.
Sorry. I just don't. I love this look, but it's a Kardashian look. Mm-hmm. And she does look beautiful. I'll give you that.
And the best dress, I just think Kyle. Well, let us know in the chat if you guys agree, because I mean, I just can't get over how beautiful Kyle looks.
This shimmering pink is fabulous.
And
she has dropped weight, if that's even possible.
I know, they're all tiny.
They're so tiny, and she's very tiny with this. And I just think that this is something that, needless to say, I couldn't wear, but I wish I could. It's beautiful. It's nothing I'd find at Kohl's.
You could wear it, Nana. You never know. Lauren Conrad makes a lot of stuff, okay? So don't ever doubt Conrad, okay? Don't doubt our girl, LC. But I mean, Kyle's hair, I wish she went a little lighter. I mean, that is a little Kardashian-esque too. But
it is.
I wish she went a little lighter sometimes. I wish she would switch up her look. I get sick of the heavy kind of dark. I feel like if she would like lighten it up, maybe more bounce for your ounce.
How about shorten? Like hit it here.
Right? It's like
right
something like a very long lob.
The color, Elaine, you're right. The color is fabulous. That pink shimmery. Oh my God. It just looks like a dessert. I just love it.
Slasher wave. Of course, I'm going to see Halloween ends, and I'm going to make Chell watch it with me. But I hope Halloween isn't ending, but something tells me it's not. So yeah, Kyle looks great. Help me forget that black cutout sparkle dress. Yeah. I mean,
Ms. T, you're right. That dress was horrendous.
I think Dorit and Kyle are the best dressed of this reunion, Nana. How about you?
No, I would say, all right.
Overall look, we'll go hair, dress,
everything?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd have to say Kyle, numero uno.
I said Dorit and Kyle, right?
You did.
Okay, good. For a minute I was like, did I say Rinna? I do think Rinna looks good, but like DGF was saying, it's been done.
It has been done before. But when it's been done before and it worked, why not do it again? So I guess I'm going to go with Kyle and Rinna.
All right. And how about you guys in the chat? If you're put in the chat, we'll highlight some comments here. Your 2 favorite looks for the upcoming reunion for these housewives. I'm going to say the worst is, God, who's the 2 worst, Nana? There's so much bad.
Oh, Sutton.
Sutton's is very bad.
And I don't like, and I love everything about Garcelle, but this dress isn't it.
It's not it. Garcelle, I mean, I'm sorry. I loved the freaking green lipstick. I love when she takes risks like that. I love the colors. I love all that. But this is so boring to me.
I have seen her, Garcelle, in that purple, deep purple lipstick. That was fabulous on her. This green stuff, it's like she's foaming at the mouth. I hated it.
No, but how fun, because I think it was probably around March when she was wearing it, like a spring color, like St. Patrick's Day. I don't know. I'm a very bad judge for that because I love colored lipstick. I look like a whole idiot when I try to wear it, but I do try to wear it.
I love you. I love your look. I love your look. I love what you do.
You're so supportive of, I love your look.
I do. Because a lot of times when you get on and you're just flawless too. Very smooth skin, very nice.
That's you, not me.
No, it's you. Sutton and Garcelle. Okay, no, wait. I like Erika's outfit too. You know what? Slasher wave. I liked Erika's too. But if we're doing the overall, like Joleen was saying, it is too short for her. It would have been nice had it been a long flowing gown. She would have put some respectability into it.
Oh, respectability. There's no respectability in this dress, Nana? Jeez.
I don't believe there is. I don't believe there is.
That's a deep cut.
Yes, it is. And that breastplate. I mean, I'm sorry. I like to have my housewives look like nothing but money housewives.
Money.
And a lot of
them. She owns a Birkin. I mean, come on, Garcelle, bring it. And Sutton, you own many Birkins, and you keep giving us this like tired granny look at the reunions, and I don't get it.
I don't either. I don't understand. When you
Let's
have
see the
that
back
cute
of the
little
dress. Ick. What are you, a ice skater? What is happening here?
I don't know. Now, how far does that go down? Is that kind of a sheer thing? Are we seeing a crack?
Crack. Look at that.
Are we seeing a crack?
I don't know.
I hope not. So. Crack is whack, and so is Sutton.
No, you don't like Sutton. I like Sutton.
No, I like Sutton. I do like Sutton.
Her shoes are cute, but it's just the worst. It's so bad.
It's like I'm running out of the house and I'm going to put my hair up in this ponytail, and where it goes, nobody knows. It's
like part Madonna, part Partridge Family. It's not good.
I'm waiting for them to come in with Love Locks, because Love Locks says everything. Love Locks says Kentucky Fried Chicken dance all over it, you know?
Oh my gosh, Nana. Erika looks like 70s. Looks like my 70s Barbie. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and then she wore the cat sweater on the date. I actually love the cat sweater, even though Kyle said, you can't wear a cat sweater on a date. I'm like, Kyle, you haven't dated since the 80s. What do you know? Like, Kyle always wants to give advice on stuff. Worry about your own stuff.
I know. Watch your own backyard, Kyle.
Watch your own backyard. Speaking of which, Nana, we do have to talk a little bit about the actual finale. We don't have to break down every single thing about it, but it got interesting towards the end. I wish Kathy would have been there for this.
Kathy should have.
You have Nana notes on this, or
not really? We're just kind of winging it. Kathy should have been there, and the idea that Diana isn't at this reunion. Thank you for not showing up. Thank you for not showing up.
People pointed out on Twitter, they were like, or maybe on Reddit, they were like, oh, Diana allegedly is sick or COVID or something. That's why she said she didn't show up, I think. But if you notice, the makeup person there is not even masked. She's not masked. It's like, huh? Oh. As they're showing her getting ready. So whatever. I mean,
yeah.
I don't even know what Diana's look was for the reunion because she zoomed in. She's doing a Zoom.
why even bother showing like that? I mean, really? Is there anything that you had to say? What was your storyline? I mean, she didn't even have to zoom in.
But is she just not showing up because people don't like her?
No, I think she's not showing up because
she'll be questioned.
Well, there'd be a lot of questions, and she couldn't bring her toy boy husband with. So
what did you think? What do you think about toy? So there's like speculation about their marriage out there of, you know, if they're rocky or not. And he was wearing ruby slippers. Like, what do we think of Toy Boy? Diana's wearing green. Thank you, James.
I just think that I liked his ruby slippers.
Yeah, right?
I did like that. He's a very cute young man.
Nana, tell us how you really feel. He's there to get a career. Come on.
Well, and good for him. Good for him. I mean, you know, everybody needs a career. Me, I just needed a job and a paycheck.
Right. Yeah. Diana wants to dodge the bot questions that I believe Rinna should be getting as well in the reunion of who got the bots on Garcelle and Garcelle's kids and the racist bots, because that's definitely going to be asked.
Yes.
I mean, who is hiring these bots? And I guess this is, you know, I mean, this isn't a new thing within the Housewives world. But
is this a 3-parter? Because someone said it could be a 4.
What? Well, we've had that before. I don't know.
I heard it was 3.
Oh, goodness.
That's what Up and Adam thought it was going to be 3. Zach was saying 3, I believe. So, and Mims, I'm telling you, he just looked so cute the other night. Did I mention that already? Okay.
Good God, Nana. Calm your boner.
I'm just mentioning it.
Okay, so this episode, we're still talking about what did Kathy say. I hate a storyline where we can't see on a reality show that's filmed all the time what was actually said. Let's just assume Kathy said, I hate Kyle and I'm coming for Dorit's an idiot. The other people are assholes and irrelevant. I'm the richest here. I'm going to take everybody down. Is it really that big of a deal? I mean, honestly, are you guys surprised? Is it the worst thing we've ever heard? Our housewives are going to jail. They're defrauding the elderly, and we're worried about Kathy Hilton saying being a rich bitch who hates other rich bitches. I mean, that sounds pretty normal.
And the idea that Kyle wanted Kathy to apologize to Rinna, and she did.
Did Kyle want that? Did she say that?
Yes, Kyle wanted her to.
Kathy should have never apologized to Rinna.
No, there was nothing to apologize for. The idea that Rinna said she had to lock herself up because she was afraid. Rinna, you're never afraid. Right? You're never afraid. The only thing you're afraid of. Yes.
You broke a glass and you were like.
Yes.
Girl.
I just don't think that going back, that Diana needed to be there at all. And I think that Kathy didn't have to give any kind of apology, because the idea that Rinna has no receipt. She came in with some notebook or something, or some brown envelope to the reunion. I don't understand what she had in there. Maybe we'll find out.
What did you think when I have to keep talking about this, because if you hold this toxicity in, this stuff that Kathy did, it'll give me cancer. Oh my, the melodrama, Rinna, my God.
She has gotten so much fallout for that comment from people that do have cancer, that are experiencing this horrible disease. And she's getting a lot of,
Rinna.
People are
you want your housewives to be somewhat dramatic, but you cannot, Lisa Rinna, sit there and expect us to believe you were terrified of Kathy Hilton, who we know you're not terrified of, when you in the past have been this close to physically stabbing another housewife, to getting in physical altercations. There is no one, I believe, that Rinna is really that afraid of, where she'd have to lock herself in, because she was saying. What did she say then? Did she say she was going to kill everyone? Did she say there's a bomb on the bus? Did she say, did she, what? Because otherwise it's just words, and she's saying she hates these women and going off. Well, isn't that what usually happens on Housewives? I mean,
yes.
Think of like the Real Housewives of Orange County. Like Tamra, was it Tamra level screaming when Kelly Dodd brought up her kid? Was it guttural? I mean, what could have been said besides what she has said, that Kathy allegedly said, which wouldn't even be scary? Was she throwing things? Was she breaking the house?
She said she was throwing some things. Kathy didn't say that, but Rinna said it. But she wasn't throwing her tequila in her face. So whatever, it just, the cancer comment was ridiculous. And Mrs. Kiki is saying that too. Yes, it was. Right? It was terribly ridiculous.
Yes, and Erika's green dress and Erika's hair and Erika's makeup at this party was an abomination. Erika,
what is that?
We've seen you do better. I get that we're on a budget, but you can be balling on a budget. I mean,
she has been.
I think you need to embrace new Erika, and we're trying to do Erika of the past. Give us new Erika. You got to roll with what you're working with now and not what you were working with then 5 years ago.
Yes.
And that it's bad. It was real bad. It's like toddlers and tiaras. I did my own makeup. There's the blend. It's just not good.
The sweater dress. And that's what it looks like. A sweater dress. How many people look good in a sweater dress? Raise your hand. Not me. It shows every little bump and you can see that that's what's happening here.
Yeah. Well, Flower Power says she's trying to look poor. Maybe, but she's still was rocking those earrings that she gave back, because they asked her, did you give them back? She gave them back.
She had to. But now she's looking to get them back. She's working on getting them back.
It's like blood diamonds. It's like dirty. Why would you even want them? They have such a bad energy. Like it's just like the blue rabbit that Rinna gave Kim. It's bad energy. It's just bad vibes.
It is bad energy. She would have been better off with that rabbit that it was in cellophane. She would have looked better with just cellophane on, because this green dress is horrible.
It's horrible. So yeah, that cancer comment was next level, but Lisa Rinna is definitely, it's hard not to think this is propaganda because the way she's delivering it. And it's this constant, it was, what's the term she's been using, Nana? She's like, I was scared, or she's unhinged, or,
what was it? I know she was, I want to say threatened, but it was like threatened. She was threatened by what Kathy was saying. You know what? Where's your phone, honey? Where are these receipts? Where is it? You couldn't, come on. We have nothing.
I'm not down with her hair extension line. There are great hair extension lines and companies, and Erika's isn't it. I can get better stuff from Amazon. I'm sorry, shook. Like she's shook. I'm so shook. It's shook. I'm just shook.
Oh, that's it.
I'm shook. And she won't stop with this shook. After everything Rinna's been through, after all of the seasons, all of the drama, all of the things within her own family that we can't even talk about. Like, again, why are we not? If everyone's family's on the line, if everyone's there to be, kind of judged, or the reality show, the reality of it, why aren't we able to talk about this big post that her daughter did about mental health and her, and calling her out a while back? Why is everyone else's kids and marriages and stuff able to be dissected and looked at, but Rinna's
is not.
And so you're just trying to feed us this thing with Kathy, and it's just not enough. Now, if she was like, Kathy came in my room and she stood over me with a knife and she said, I will kill you, I'll be like, oh my God, really? Now that's something to be shook about. But if she's just yelling, I hate Kyle, we know. Dorit's an idiot, we know. I'm better than Crystal and Sutton. Not nice to say, but okay, I believe Kathy thinks she's better than all of them. I believe Kathy freaked out. I believe Kathy probably screamed at Kyle. She got, to that point at the club in her face, like they're saying, she did want Michael Jackson. I mean, I'm sure it was the conga between no one doing the conga to not hearing Michael Jackson. She is best friends with LaToya since grade school. LaToya Jackson just made a post on social media, just like, I've known Kathy since grade school. And she posted a video of them dancing, and it was very odd because Kathy went into like kiss on the lips of the other lady. Very odd, older lady partying. But who knows what, was involved in that party. But she said, I've never known her to not pop off, but what would a word that LaToya would say, to react like that, to yell and stuff. And I'm like, well, I mean,
we all lose our temper sometimes.
Yeah.
Would I want Rinna around when I lose my temper? No. Because she embellishes things and has every season. So
okay. Did you see the extended cut of the scene that they played overseas for Bravo, but not in the US, where Erika's publicist. So we do see Kyle say at the end of this, party, it takes us forever to get to, the final party, and they're raising money for Grace Kelly and the organization, and they get to wear, these diamonds and such. And they're all very excited except for Diana, who's like, I have my own diamonds. And I think, Garcelle's like, well, I'm wearing green. And I'm like, oh, I wish they had some emeralds for her, but they didn't. But everyone else is very excited. Erika tried to steal them, allegedly. Dorit did as well, allegedly. No, I'm just making that up. But they could have. But apparently, we didn't see the extended version of this scene where Erika's publicist, they cut to her wig line, hair extension line, pop up. And there's her publicist listening very conveniently as Lisa Rinna delivers the information very conveniently. And now Kyle is saying that Kathy launched an investigation and found that Erika's publicist was in fact the one who's leaking the information to the bloggers.
And Erika says, show it to me.
Mm-hmm.
So and then they kind of cut away.
Why didn't we get the extended version, seeing cut to at the party, and how there's a moment where Rinna looks over Nana at the publicist, like, are you getting this? That's how I read it. And he's just like, oh, something's going on over there. He's talking to someone else. And I'm just like, why didn't we get that in the episode?
I don't know. I would have loved to have seen that part.
Mm-hmm.
And Kathy too, as said, and I see this in the chat, that Kathy's telling Rinna, you're trying to just hang on to this job.
Right. And that's what she's going to say in the review. She's like, your contract is up, lady. Rinna was not expecting this. I think she thought she could scare Kathy, because remember the early rumors we were hearing? We were hearing Kathy Hilton went on a racist, homophobic rant. And who was leaking that? Because I remember I was on Zach's podcast, I believe, because it was around Celebrity Big Brother. And I was giving a Celebrity Big Brother update. And he was talking, I believe, about this Kathy Hilton thing. And it was just kind of breaking, I believe, around this time, if I'm remembering correctly. And it was like, it could have been racist, homophobic within the club. And now all of those elements are taken out. And it just turns out she just yelled at her sister and told her fellow housewives they're losers. Oh, well. Like,
Rinna, own it.
Own it. But who led with the racist homophobia? Because then people started doing deep dives into the Hiltons. Remember, we kind of talked about it, how there's like old videos with homophobic slurs being used, and also racial slurs being used. But then I thought, man, Kathy is over. Like, she's, oh my God. And now it's like, no, she just says she hates Kyle like usual, and everyone else is beneath her. And I'm like, oh, that's it? She didn't even hit nobody? She didn't spit on nobody? Nothing?
I know. I mean, that really died down quick. As fast as it came out, it died.
But who was leaking? Maybe I wouldn't be surprised if Rinna and Erika put a little bit of like, let's add in a little bit of that too, and seeing if it sticks, because I thought it was like she said something homophobic, like a homophobic slur to the DJ. Maybe it was just the rumor mill, but that's what a lot of the blogs were saying.
And no one had anything on it. I mean, no one came up with receipts on it. I was waiting for all this with the homophobic stuff, with the idea that maybe Stassi's going to join the Housewives. I wasn't sure.
Right. Well, she's trying to make a comeback, and I'm just like,
I know. I saw that. I've
seen it. Go away. I think she relaunched her podcast, and I was like, we don't need that like bratty, white privileged blonde, as I sit here as a blonde. We don't need that kind of perspective anymore. We don't need that.
No.
We don't need it.
That was yesterday.
To understand the basics of racism in America. We don't need you. We don't need to hear more white women talking as if they weren't raised and they don't live under white supremacy. We don't need it. We're bored with you. But anyways, I just thought it was very interesting that it went from Kathy Hilton did disgusting things to, well, she yelled a lot. She was real mad they wouldn't play her song. She said she's going to ruin Kyle, and she thinks we're all losers. And yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
Kathy,
They
you're
even
coming.
dragged Paris into the rumors. They pulled up old videos and stuff.
It's like, oh my God, they're really digging deep, aren't they? I'm
Yes.
dying, just dying for this reunion. I just can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just can't wait for it.
Ariana says they initially said the homophobic slur was towards Sutton's assistant. He's so cute. He was flirting with Patrick.
I know. I love that.
Or Kathy's guy was flirting with him, but I was like, this is a too big of an age gap, Patrick. You need to calm it down.
Huge. I know. Huge age
he goes, gap. I could be a good friend and I give good massages or something. I was like, dang, Patrick. He's horny. That's a horny little guy.
I know. Just serve up the drinks, Patrick.
Right? Erin said on Jill Informed YouTube channel, she shows the scene with of fake press Erika had at her party. Oh yeah, remember when people were asking her questions? Like, we heard that Kathy Hilton, news is very I don't even know what they said, but she was like, it is. And you're like, who's going to go to Erika's? If we're not talking about the case or Tom Girardi, who's going to go to your hair pop-up?
I know. And hair pop-up, really? This is what we've come to? Oh, please.
I know.
That's why I really don't see her coming back next year.
I gotta turn my AC on. I'm sweating. You take it away, Nana.
Well, supposedly, Erika is coming back. I guess we'll have to wait and see because everyone has a different idea about it. I would like to see Erika not come back, but I don't always get what I want. Nana, I'm loving your hair. What did you do? Classic. Thank you, Diana Lee. What I did was, like I said, I painted all day. I did a whole bedroom and I had it in this dark, it's called Red Roses or Red Roses, I think it was called back in the day.
Oh, you painted the guest bedroom. Yes, you need.
And I've had that same color forever. And I wanted to lighten it up down back there because it faces north. Mm-hmm. So I got my painting gear on and away I went today and did a primer on the whole room. Now I'm going to go, my friends were asking me, okay, so you did that because I put it out there on Facebook that I'm painting. What color? And I says, primer first, color second. I haven't even picked out a color. I was talking to Linda today, and Linda, I think, was in the chat earlier, but producer Linda, I was just telling her, I just wanted to go even, and I know white sounds boring, but there's all different kinds of white. There's a pearl white that's out there that's Behr paint, BEHR, and you get that at Home Depot.
Oh, thank you. Shout out to Home Depot, who doesn't sponsor us.
I know. And Sherwin-Williams, they have wonderful paint.
Ask how. Ask now. Ask Sherwin-Williams.
And I love their paint too.
She loves Huff and Paint. She loves it, you guys. Don't even get her started. So she put some water in it, and then she worked her hair. And that's Nana's hair. Her hair is just amazing. Much like this information, Nana, apparently the fake press had an Andy Cohen phone case. Was asking Erika about the Hilton's meltdown. The press that was asking had an Andy Cohen phone case. Shut up. I did not even notice that.
I didn't either. I want to go back and look now.
Sad.
James Vega. Thank you, James. I like this. Okay, James is saying Behr paint is the best. Thank you. I like it too, honey. I really do. And I like to get the premium kind. It does have, and most of the paints do have that.
A broke bee like Erika Jane now.
No, they usually, have the primer in there, but this was such a hard color to cover. I did 2 coats of primer and I'm still seeing it seep out. So
oh my goodness.
The
clip-in pop-up should be next to the mobile dog. It should be next to Cricket Wireless. Like, it is giving me it's not even strip mall vibes. It's just like, Erika, no one is asking, can I get that Erika Jane hair? They're not. It's no, you gotta do something else. Okay?
Yeah, this isn't it. She looks too flat on top, and that's only on the hair. She does. It just looks flat and unkept.
Yeah, we've seen so much better through the years from Erika. Again, I know a lot has changed in her life, but it's not It's not a look. Zoe Star says Rinna is one of the most devious housewives ever.
Yes.
She's not even good at pretending throughout this entire season. It's wearing on us, for sure.
It's hard to be in her corner, and people are running from her corner now. And I was a big Rinna fan. I was forever.
Me too. I used to think she was like a perfect housewife because the energy she brought. I was like, this is good, but that was a long time ago. And now it's like she just wants to run off, in my opinion, everyone who she doesn't like or finds competition with. And of course, we want our housewives to have, you got to have conflict. You have to within the show. We wouldn't watch it if they all got along and everything was perfect. We just wouldn't, because we're all horrible people and we love a little bit of drama. But this is too much. This is just like one after another, these like fake. And now we got a whole ass storyline. We waited all season for something that wasn't filmed, not by production and not by Lisa Rinna. Where was your phone, Rinna? You were texting Erika. You cannot tell me that you wouldn't have hit at least the audio record.
Something. Record. Yes.
Something. Now she might say, if she does get fired because she's throwing it out there, that's, she wants 2 million. She wants to be, she still, I don't think would be the highest paid housewife, because I think it's still Candy Burris, I think, is the highest paid housewife. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, is she?
But, yes. But she's throwing that out there, I think, so that when they do maybe put her on pause, like they did with Dorinda, a lot of people, because you heard even the reunion, Rinna was like, well, then put me on pause. So she needs to be in control. So she can't even be put on pause. She's just already agreeing to be put on pause, knowing that might be coming. But as far as we know right now, everyone's coming back, but I don't think Diana will ever be back. I mean,
I don't think she is either.
She can't even share any celebrity secrets. Elton John called her once, and all she does is lick her lips. And she's like, what?
No, she's right. It is boring. And people were saying, and when I say people, my friends, Mims and them.
Your friends, yes.
My friends.
Not my friends.
My friends were saying, it just seems very, now where was I going with that? I almost had it.
Rinna, like your friends were saying, it seems like putting her on pause and wanting more money, and she needs to be in control. We were talking about, Nana. You and I got like COVID.
I am coming back with this, and I am going to think really hard.
We will find it again. High Vibe said, I was hopeful when Rinna first came on the show, but she has very dark energy. This isn't an act. It's some dark ass energy. And what she does is she projects it onto everyone else and their behavior, that they have dark energy. But how come it all revolves around you? Then that's the time when you got to take a look at yourself, Rinna. Like, there's more to her story. Ever since she broke the glass and said, don't talk about the husband, there are skeletons in that closet that we need to hear about. You got to talk about, you got to own it. And
I hope it doesn't.
Much more interesting.
I hope it doesn't involve Harry.
I'm just sorry. Harry. Why else would she say, don't talk about, there are rumors, or there are accusations out there, I think, about Harry. And in his younger years, I think, about like a previous relationship, maybe.
Okay.
I don't want to say without. No, I'm gonna.
Right. We don't know. We don't know. Right.
We don't know.
Allegedly.
Harry Hamlin allegations.
And then
it was out a while back.
Haint Blue 4077 is saying, I feel like she has gotten worse, sadly, after her sweet mom passed. And we loved Lois. I mean, that was
Lois was
sweet
fantastic.
Mom.
Very sad.
But I think she's just. I shouldn't say she's not sad about her mother dying. I never will say that, because of course she is. But that's all she's hanging her hat on. And when people come after her with something, then she goes back to that. I'm still grieving. I'm still grieving. Well, you know what? You can grieve the rest of your life, but that's not what that person would want from you. They would want you to live your life, and maybe not the way Rinna is, but they would want you to
acting like this long before Lois.
True story. But this one really, I mean, anytime someone comes after her, that's what she throws out about.
She does. Well, I know that there's always allegations about cheating with the housewives' husbands, which is always like, if they're unsubstantiated, I'm bored with it. Unless you have like,
you gotta have
some
something.
kind of proof.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, there's been a lot of, gay rumors for years, but I feel like that's what these lazy blogs do is they just go, oh, and I'm not talking about Up and Adam and Zach. I'm talking about like All About the Tea, like really lazy blogs where they're just like, they'll accuse anyone. Like Monica from All About the Tea will accuse anyone's husband of being gay. She did it to Wendy Osefo, never came to fruition. She does, or cheating rumors, I should say, and then gay rumors as well. And I feel like they do that when they need a storyline. You see it happen so much, and you're just like, oh, I'm bored of this again. I mean, everybody's a little gay, and who cares if they're bisexual, and who cares? But they just throw that out there. It's always like, oh, do you hear the husband's gay? Do you hear the husband's cheating? And the way All About the Tea in particular has been featured on this show and did Wendy Osefo so freaking dirty. And they just pull this shit out of their ass. They're all unsubstantiated. They're like, and you know how they always lead it, Nana? The streets are talking. The streets? What streets are talking? That's what they say. To break up. And I hated when they did this to Real Housewives of Potomac, Wendy Osefo, because she has a very beautiful family and young kids. And that's so damaging. And why would you want to make money off of hoping and reporting that a man that's not cheating on his wife is? It just was real. Yeah, all about the lies. I call it all about the treason because that site is trash.
Yeah,
trash.
We try to keep it above board here, or just say our feelings. I'm not saying I'm not saying I'm 100% right. I'm not. It's just what the things that
there's a difference between commentary and people who are trying to do journalism and put out articles to ruin people's lives. And that's what I loved when Potomac dragged All About the Tea. And because she just does shoddy, fake ass journalism, in my opinion, with no, there's just, it's just not, she just puts things out there to put something out. Yes. Yeah,
so we want receipts. I like that word, receipts. We like receipts.
Show the receipts. Jennifer Loves Spewed is saying Harry isn't gay. He just wants to get away from Rinna. And that's probably the truth. And even if he is gay, maybe they got an understanding. Maybe he's bi. Maybe she's bi. I don't really care. I want to know other stuff. You know what I mean?
I do too.
So
I could watch Harry Hamlin all day long on Mad Men all day long. I just thought he was just a sexy man. So anyway.
So when they accuse Rinna and Erika of like someone's leaking and they're just like, what? No, not me. I wouldn't. And they just keep going. And they look so guilty. And the fact that Erika doesn't even question it. She's like, oh, interesting. Interesting. They just accused your publicist.
Right. She did say
bringing stories about your customers. But at first she wasn't like, who, what, who said, who's saying it, which publication. But I mean, she did say show the receipts, but horrible.
And Atharella, I agree. It's 2022. Right? Time to stop trying to weaponize people's sexuality. Stop
and quit outing people too, because let's just say let's say he's bi or something. He doesn't want people to know. Let's say him and Lisa have been together. They know stuff. That's none of our business. And don't out him, because we still live in a world where that can still hurt people,
That's right. If they're not ready to come out, that's none of your business. How's that?
Exactly. But I've heard that there were other things out there that were like darker, but who knows?
I don't.
Because Lisa is saying that Kathy Hilton told her that Kim faked the Harry Hamlin rumors. So that's what Lisa's running with. And this is Page 6 was talking about this in June, where Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Lisa Rinna claims Kathy Hilton told her Kim Richards made up that there were rumors about Harry Hamlin during their infamous dinner from hell in season 5. Damn, season 5? It's already season 12.
I know, isn't that something? Wow. It seems like yesterday to me that all happened. And I miss Kim.
Rinna, who's been married to Hamlin for 25 years, made the allegation Sunday below an unrelated Instagram photo of co-star Crystal's dog. Oh my God, Rinna, seriously, under someone's dog pic, after Hilton commented, so sweet, replying directly to her frenemy. Rinna, 58 years old, wrote, I remember when you first got on the show, you called me and said, what Kim said about Harry, she just made it all up. You know that, right? And I just said, I know she did, Kathy.
Oh.
That's just like, my God, Lisa Rinna. So weird.
I know. I mean, would we
does
miss
that though?
Would we miss Rinna if she didn't come back?
I think he should put her on pause until she's ready to give us some substantial storyline other than, because we're talking about, this has gone on too long talking about did Kathy, didn't Kathy. It's a show where they're filmed. I understand cameras down, but like we talked about before, even when we were doing Cynthia's bachelorette party and Bolo was there, cameras came back up and we were able to catch some of it. You caught zero? Well, then I'm zeroly interested in it.
That's right. That's right.
So, oh my gosh. Sorry, Kim isn't that smart. Rose says to make up rumors. Kim, I do like you, but yeah.
And Kim was in a bad place herself. Okay, I'm just going to give her a little out there. I did have to laugh because I remembered what I was going to say now. Kathy Hilton, what some of the other podcasters have said, is it's so funny that she brings all this excitement to the reunion and this last couple episodes, and she isn't even a full housewife.
True. Very true.
She isn't even a full housewife, and she's the one bringing it. And I think we're going to see more of that at this reunion, just from the little snips that I saw. Wow.
I mean, yes, Kathy's going to be like, Lisa Rinna, you're the biggest bully, like we said. I mean, in her tea party dress, she's like, you're the biggest bully. You just know that your contract's up. You're trying to create something for yourself. She's reading her down. And did you see Kyle was like, oh, Kyle.
Stop it, Kyle. Just sit there and don't say anything. You're better off. Don't say anything. You're never going to have your sister's back, and then wonder why you don't get along. Really? Okay.
Right. And then, okay, here's something else we have to look at. At the Birkin party that Garcelle had in this episode. Why is Kyle, again, she wasn't drunk this time. She was manhandling Sutton again. When
I
Sutton
saw that. It was terrible.
Yes, going for there's something where Kyle thinks it's okay to talk down to Sutton and also to grab at her and get physical with her. And I don't know what it is because I don't see her. Kyle has this way of, there are certain friends, Dorit being one of them. And I think friends, maybe she thinks she's either better than or something, that she does talk down to. And she likes to kind of roast up her friends. But with Sutton, there's something so different because she's very handsy and aggressive. And I'm just like, as she just got to the party, Sutton's going for a Birkin. She's like, give me that bitch. Like, I feel like she wouldn't do that to the other housewives, just Sutton. But why Sutton? And I wish someone would do a deep dive into that. I mean, I don't want to.
Now, what does a Birkin run? What does it run? What are you looking at?
Crystal had a little one, or a special one that was like 100,000 or 95 a couple seasons ago. But I think Birkins run like, these were Garcelle's friend who sells refurbished or upsell. What is it called now when you do like vintage ones? It's like not
upscale, but
no, but it's something like that. You guys will know in the chat. You're all smart. But so he's selling kind of like vintage ones, but they're 50,000, 70,000, 100,000, 20,000, 11,000. Just depends, because the one Sutton bought, I think hers was only like 1,500, but then the one Garcelle bought was 13,000. So upcycle, thank you. Pre-loved, I like that one.
Oh, I like pre-loved.
I like that one.
I'm looking for a pre-loved car.
Sutton did, right? Sutton did rent her old house. She obsessed over for a while. She did. She treated her weird about the house rental. And she's just very grabby with her and aggressive. And I'm just like, Kyle, I just wouldn't want Kyle as my friend. Kyle is the type that she talks out of both sides of her mouth. I mean, she tries to seem like she's the upstanding sister and she's the one that's got it together. But really, she'll talk one way with someone and then behind your back, she'll go talk shit. She almost wants everyone to like her. And in the quest for getting everyone to like you, you lose being real to anyone. You know what I mean? So
not all these housewives are going to get along. That's what we're banking on. That's what we bank on. We do. We don't want them all to get along because there's so many different personalities that we're dealing with here. And I just think we'd miss Rinna if she was gone. I'm just saying, I really do.
What? How did we get here? We were just like, Rinna, take a break. Or was that just me?
That was you, honey. But that's okay. That's all right.
I mean, needs to be put on pause. I think she does need to be put on pause. Now, La Lola saying Kyle probably treats Sutton the way she treats her sister Kim. Maybe they remind each other because Sutton is a little bit like ADHD, kind of all over the place, and she can be a little silly, and I think that's the time when they're like, that doesn't make sense. Like Dorit's like, what does a horse have to do with glue? And we're like, sweetie, the horses make okay. Joleen, whenever Kyle grabs someone, can I read?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Whenever Kyle grabs someone like that, I can't help but to think about that one scene in Halloween Kills.
Oh, I have not seen.
Don't scare Nana.
Were we going to watch a scary movie when I'm out there with you?
Yeah, you have to. I'll make you watch the Halloweens that Kyle's in. Have you ever seen the first Halloween?
No.
Oh my God, man.
What's that one that they made fun of the other
scary movie?
That's it.
You like that one. So
I was scared.
You weren't scared for scary
movie. I was
man.
too. I remember I was upstairs. I was on a stair stepper. I remember it. And then you and Billy telling me, oh, Mom, this is a spoof on him. And you're scared on this? I go, yeah, I was. I thought it was very scary. I don't like that long white face guy. Oh,
that's from Scream. But yeah, they
that's okay.
But it is from Scary Movie because they spoofed all the scary movies. Aaron says Kyle got really aggressive with Kim in the first seasons and lunged at Brandy and clawed her. Right. And I think it's people that she does feel above. She would never do that to Diana. She'd be too scared. She wouldn't do it to Kathy. She's too scared of Kathy. She wouldn't do it to Rinna. She would not do it to Erika. She can barely get her voice up to Erika, which is surprising. I was surprised Kyle even said it's your publicist because it took Sutton having to go grab them as they're like, leave, like, hey, did you, because Sutton's like, oh, for Christ's sakes, like, let me go ask him. Okay, did you have somebody, you guys contact the blogs or the press? And they're like, what? Oh my God, I don't even know how to do that. Everybody knows how to do that. I know how to do that. Like, are you kidding me? If you reached out to any of these guys or gals and said, hey, it's me, Erika Jane, I got some hot tea, or I'm Erika Jane's publicist, everyone's going to answer your DM. It's easy to get people's numbers, an email. They'll reply so quickly. Give me a break. I don't know how to do that. Okay, Erika.
Okay, Erika.
It's so crazy. Sutton and Kim are similar. They're both Virgos. Interesting high vibe. Okay.
Oh, they are.
Kyle is like Joan Crawford, right? She keeps up behind. There's like this dark energy too with Kyle because she wants to, I just want everyone at Farrah's wedding. Well, you should want more than that. You should kind of want more peace and harmony just for the show of it. But again, if you are loyal if you try to be loyal to everyone, you're loyal to no one. And I feel like who's ever in front of her at the time, that's who she's agreeing with, or that's who she's kind of with. But then that doesn't show loyalty to anyone. And I think Kathy and Kim, they have their, they're not perfect sisters as well. They have their own issues, but I think they've just probably dealt with this from Kyle for so long. Cause Kyle's been thirsty for fame for a long time. She did, this acting, but she didn't take off like Kim did. And then later in life, Paris is born, and she in this episode said she feels like Paris and Nikki are her sisters. I mean, Paris is 41 years old, and Kyle is only like 50 something. So it's not that far off, and Kathy is like 63. So yeah, I can kind of see how that would make sense. But then Paris gets really famous. And so Kyle never really, I remember before I even knew who Kyle Richards was, but I knew who Paris Hilton was and I knew who Kim Richards was. Kyle would do all the interviews. Remember back in the day when they had like the E! True Hollywood, or anytime they needed.
Yes, I like that show. Yes.
For like the Hilton family, it was always Kyle. And I was like, who is this brunette lady? But her face kind of looks like Paris. Like she does kind of look like her. And then it would say Kyle, Paris's aunt. So she was always ready and willing to be in front of the camera and to speak for, on behalf of, her more famous family members, which is very interesting, which makes me believe that, there's always been a little bit of, okay, we'll just send Kyle there, gives her a little bit of,
that's right,
fame. But then I think there's there's distrust there, just like how Kathy didn't trust Kyle with their mom's story to go do American Woman, which I thought, well, that's weird. That's your sister. But then you get to know Kyle and you're like, well, maybe she did think she would sell her mom out or her secrets for fame and money. I don't know. I just always remember Kyle being the mouthpiece and doing every small interview. And I was like, who's that? Oh, it's Paris's aunt again talking about the family. Like, man, is that her job? Is that what she does? Because she was on everything,
Now let's look at this, honey. Ain't Blue 4077. She seems like she will steal your Birkin and help you look for it.
That's the type of person she is.
That hurts my feelings because it brings me back to the clarinet that
Nana
I hawked
of mine. Ugh.
I did, and then helped her look for it, and I did do that. So that's not all bad. Okay.
Right.
And Kim was married to a super rich guy too. Mauricio is
Yay, Tamara. I'm so glad you caught us too. Imagine if Brandy was brought back. I would actually not mind Brandy being brought back just to test the waters. I wouldn't mind, obviously, a Camille return. Vanderpump, she won't do it. Maybe get Denise back in the fold. Why not?
LVP will not do it. No, I can see that.
Both Kyle and Kim set a bully tone with Brandy. Both felt above. Yes, DGF. And that was from Brandy's first season. What was her season 2? She first appeared, 2 or 3?
2 or 3. It's been a while since we've seen Brandy. I loved Camille, though. I would have loved to see Camille, but now we're not going to see any of. And I know you don't like him, Kelsey Grammer, but I do.
Ew.
Okay.
Why would we? We don't. She doesn't even talk to him. He won't even talk to her. So we only saw him for a brief second when he dropped her off for her first day of Housewives school and was like, "Deuces, I got another lady pregnant. Bye," and a whole new family. Like, Kelsey Grammer is ick. James says, sorry, Nana. I saw this one Lifetime movie with Kyle in it, and her character got locked in a freezer and then died. I couldn't help but laugh at how ridiculous it was. Still love her, though. Oh my God. Well, Camille is still active on Twitter. She still is very opinionated.
I love Camille. I just love her. I mean, nothing was better than Camille's dinner party with the gal with the big cigarette.
Alison Dubois.
It was so good. That was I always go back to that.
All of you will die, and I love that about myself. I know how everyone in this room is going to die, and I love that. Your husband will never emotionally fulfill you, ever.
You got such a good memory for this stuff. You have such a good memory.
Never emotionally fulfill you.
Ever, ever, ever. Okay.
I was like, dang.
Who is this gal? She's fun.
Oh my God. Yeah, Jesus jugs. Well, now, we got OC. Tamara's back for OC, and then Taylor, formerly of Beverly Hills, is on OC. What do you think about that, Nana? Because I know you didn't watch Ultimate Girls Trip that Taylor was on.
I didn't, but I remember
Taylor's going to bring it.
Taylor was the one. Didn't her husband pass during filming? Yeah. Was that okay?
Russell? Remember Russell?
Russell.
Yeah, it was bad.
That was terrible. And then the idea that her little daughter would have these birthday parties that were just unbelievable. They're almost as good as yours. Yeah. Remember those? Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So that basically breaks down, I think, everything in that episode. And now we're just looking forward to the hi Tilly. Producer Tilly's here. Like, give me some
attention. Hi Tilly.
Tilly. I'm here. So yeah, we're looking forward to the reunion. I'm excited. I thought maybe, Kathy wouldn't show up since we didn't see her in the finale, but she's going to be there as we saw in clips, and she's going to be coming for Rinna, and we'll see how it all goes down. And Kyle, I'm going to get pissed every time I see her. Like, is she only there for memes? She literally is only there for reaction.
Yeah, don't do that, Kyle. Just sit there, listen to what they have to say. You don't have to do this. Like, I never thought of that, or I never even thought, no.
Oh, there was this funny picture that people grabbed of when Kathy was, it reminded me kind of like Michael Myers because of for Halloween.
Oh,
well, just because it's, okay, so not this one. This is Kathy picking the flower from Kyle's, from last episode, which was so iconic. And then, like you said, whatever that show was that you said, but there was one where she was like peeking in the window. Not this one. Maybe I didn't send it to myself, but there was this one.
Okay, what is this?
I'm not sharing my screen. I'm so stupid. I thought I was sharing my screen the whole time.
You're sharing me.
What was it? She reacting. This one.
Oh. Is that when she picked the flowers?
And then she closed the door. She's like, Kyle, this is great. This is great, Kyle. What's going on? So great.
And she still had that shirt on, and it wasn't even her shirt. It was Kyle's. I love it.
And she wore it. And Rinna's like, I was shook. It's sick. She needs to get help because she wore that the night she freaked out. But you know what? If she did that on purpose for like psychological warfare,
yes,
we do know that Kathy, I mean, according to this book and even, you know, the stuff with Paris, how they sent her off to those awful places.
Kind of like a boot camp, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was back in like the scared street. I mean, in the 90s, all the talk shows were about that. Like, send your kid away to these camps. And they ended up being quite awful places. Like, no, don't do that. Don't send them away. So we know that, you know, Kathy could be doing that, like wearing that shirt as psychological warfare.
She could. Yeah. You know,
look
because
flowers, Kyle, they're lovely. They're lovely. Oh yes, and Rinna has to stop saying PTSD because there are people who have legit PTSD, and Kathy Hilton yelling after a drunken club night is not going to give you PTSD.
No,
to shank her sister, it's just not.
No, it just isn't. And Rinna, shame on you for saying that. Yeah, all this stress could bring you cancer. Oh, stop it.
Right. And you know, stress and that can make you sick. Of course, we know that it's not good for you. But Rinna, this is not stressful. What people have going on in their lives, they have things that are a lot more serious than a lady being like, and she's a bitch, and she's a bitch too, and she's a bigger bitch, and I'm gonna take her down. Well, isn't that what all of you guys do? Isn't that like Housewives terminology? I mean,
well, it's what they do. It's what we watch for,
right?
You know? I mean, we have 186 people in the
All right, hit that like, you guys.
Hit the like. I don't know how many likes we have. We never even said how many likes should we get. I say 200 likes. Come on, let's do it, you guys.
Let's try to hit it. Speaking of likes, are you liking Salt Lake City so far, Nana?
I am. I just, you know, I wish Whitney hadn't changed her look so much.
Oh, really? Oh, the boobs are too big for you?
Well, it's not even the boobs, but she's changed so much. Her bosom's fine, but it's her facial. She did a lot of work there. Well, you just kind of look at her there.
Her outfit, though, when Meredith came to her house and she had the little tank and the leather pants, it was giving me like really cute 90s vibes.
She does. She's got a darling little shape on her, and she is going to go through some trauma.
What in the heck?
I don't like that. I don't
like that
at all
either, obviously. Okay, so she had been repressing some abuse in her childhood. Now, we didn't learn what it was, right?
No, we did not. We did not.
But her brother was doing some, I don't want to say EDM or EDSM or I don't know, some kind of type of therapy. And it was stuff that she was like, I pushed far down, and I was like, oh my God, my heart broke for Whitney in this episode.
It did. And then she, you know, came to her husband, and I always want to call him PK, but that's not PK. Came to her husband.
Looks like PK.
There's something about him that reminds me of PK.
We'll call him Mr. Rose.
So I did feel really bad for her when she was telling her husband. And then she says, do you still love me? Of course he still loves you.
Horrible.
Stop it.
Yeah, her half brother or stepbrother. And where's her dad?
Her dad has been MIA for a while. She did mention, and this is not this season, but maybe last season early on, that he did fall off the wagon and they did not know where he was.
Oh, goodness gracious. That's so sad. So we have that going on, which was just horrific. All the while, they're trying to plan this trip to Scottsdale. And now no one is excited except for Jen Shaw, who can't leave the country, you know, because Meredith's like, well, if I'm going to leave my family, I would like to be going to Central Pie with my family. But I guess I'll go to Scottsdale. I love how Heather was like, it's just Arizona is just Utah, but whiter, if that's possible. And I will say, I lived in Arizona, and I've been to Utah quite a bit. I didn't know Arizona was whiter than Utah. I always thought Utah was whiter than Arizona because I thought Arizona had a bigger Latino population. But maybe.
Did they just say that and it's not really fact-based?
I mean, they're both very white places. They're both very white.
Yeah.
And I always thought Utah was whiter. But I don't know. But I thought it was kind of funny how she was like, we're just going to a warmer Utah. And I'm like, it's kind of true. I mean, the landscape looks very similar.
It's a very beautiful place. Love Arizona. I love Arizona.
Yeah, I mean, I did used to live in Scottsdale, so it was interesting. Now the house they go to, Nana, it's big and stuff, but it did look like Mary Cosby's outdated.
Wasn't that? I know it had a lot of 80s vibes to it. I thought the Golden Girls were going to walk through pretty quick.
Right? It was.
That's what it reminded me of. It was kind of fluffy, that kind of what is it, teal color and rose colored things.
Yes.
And I was like, oh,
very 80s, very
yes.
Golden Girls, exactly. Scottsdale is whiter than Phoenix. Scottsdale at one time branded itself for a while as the whitest city, and then it also had it was like a co-branding of the whitest city and the most livable city. And I was like, you probably want to change that. That sounds.
I would change that. I don't think that sounds.
That's not appropriate.
Good. No, it doesn't sound.
But that's Scottsdale. I mean, Scottsdale carries its own. What am I thinking of? Kind of stigma, but also reputation of like, I remember the South Park episode and the little goth kids were like, let's go to the worst place in the world. And they go, Scottsdale. And I lived in Scottsdale all the time. And I was like, that's hilarious. Because it's kind of like, I'm surprised there's not, I think they were working on a Real Housewives of maybe Arizona, but I'm surprised they haven't.
I guess that does
sooner with Scottsdale, because there's a lot of money there and there's a lot of women with plastic surgery who look like housewives. When I lived there, it was insane how many women looked almost exactly the same because they had the same plastic surgeons and they all kind of looked like lions. They got that lion face plastic surgery. Yeah, it was just like really tight and then really high boobs, and it was 2007, 2008 when I first moved there, 2007, and everyone had the bejeweled butt jeans.
Yes,
kind of like early Orange County.
And then they were the low riders at that time.
Low rise, yeah. People were wearing low rise, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I always thought they were called low riders. Right? No,
low rise. No, that's I think a car. Maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Utah's multicultural. I did not think Utah was. Everywhere I've been in Utah, it looked pretty white to me.
Pretty white. So we're looking at season 3, episode 2 of Salt Lake City, searching for serenity. And how did I say it before when I was talking to you?
I had like a stroke when she was telling me on the phone. She was like, I was like, Nana, are you okay? And it was serendipity, I think.
I know I couldn't sound it out, and I don't know why.
Was it serenity or serendipity? Because I think it was serendipity, or no?
No, serenity.
Okay. Sure. Mims is here. Mims says, sure, Jolene. Everyone had bedazzled booty jeans. Y'all, Jolene had them. No, I had skull jeans. I had skulls on my butt.
Makes sense. Hi, honey.
Nana has been getting boners over you this whole stream.
No, well, I've just been saying how cute you looked the other night, and you always do, and what a great podcast you produce.
A great channel. Yep. Renee says, oh my God, remember Fashion Square? I remember going to Fashion Square Mall.
Oh, yes.
And yeah, so and Von Dutch.
What was
But there is they did a documentary about it on Hulu, but it's like the clothing company that was taking that brand from like this artist rebel guy. I don't know. Obviously, I didn't pay that much attention, but in like the mid 2000s, early to mid, everyone was wearing Von Dutch hats. Von Dutch, like they got all the celebrities like Paris Hilton, Ashton Kutcher. Like it was a style thing, and it was starting to come back, I think.
Okay, it just didn't sound familiar to me. I remember the Fashion Square. I remember downtown Scottsdale.
It's a store. Von Dutch was a store.
Was so fun to go shop down there. They had the great shops. So Mims, let's talk about this. I'm coming into.
We'll talk about that offline, Nana.
All right, I'm gonna
be with me, and she wants to go be on your channel, Mims. While she's here, she'll be here from the 16th of October to the 26th. So fit Nana in because
try to fit me in here.
I'll show her how to work the live.
Yes, we're going to Kohl's. We're going to Target.
In between Kohl's trips, Nana.
Costco.
Nana wants to be on your channel.
And I want to go look for Brian Christopher.
Oh my God, we're stalking
Caliente. There's so many things to do.
We're stalking Brian Christopher too. Oh Lordy. Real Housewives of Scottsdale is rumored with Allison Dubois in the cast. That would be iconic.
I love this. So searching for serenity. Mm-hmm. Whitney plans a girls' trip to Arizona. Jen can't leave the country for
Nope.
obvious reasons. They are doing this to support Jen, they said. That's the first time I've ever heard that word and this franchise put together, the idea of supporting each other. Meredith shows an alleged rumor about Lisa.
This rumor was the funniest rumor, disturbing, but hilarious because I find it so ridiculous. Mim said you have an open invitation, so you just.
Oh, honey, you couldn't have said it better. That's
Nana will
a great
take
way to
her
put it. Thank
bush
you.
with her, maybe.
I know I have to keep my bush at home, but I'll trim it up for the trip.
Yeah, and how Jen needs a trip, and she gets the fancy room after she's. I mean, come on, this is
Stop
ridiculous.
it. Stop it.
They're like, Jen, because this is when she's still pretending to be innocent, and she hasn't taken.
She's still saying yes, because Jen gets emotional support from her mom. That was a very sad. That was so sad when we watched that. That was so sad because poor mom gave her all her retirement money for her defense. And now that she turned around and hit a plea, didn't she plead guilty?
Yeah, because she would get a lesser sentence. She didn't want to take it to trial, but forever she said, I'm taking it to trial. I'm innocent. And then all of a sudden everyone took pleas and she's like, well, no, I'm going to trial. And then she took a plea.
She took a plea. So does mom lose all that money? Does mom lose her retirement?
I mean, right? Oh,
she must. Tilly, does mom lose her retirement? Yes, she does.
Tilly says, well, she does. But that was sad scene with her mom because
I thought it was
catching or maybe Coach Shaw caught her son crying or upset about losing
and that
his mom and
that just breaks your heart because we know she pled guilty. She's not going to go to trial, and then to have her son and her husband, the family here, I'm not guilty, then all of a sudden she turns it around. I mean, that's horrid for a child. Horrid. So Jen's talking to her mom and crying. She still says she's innocent. Mom put all her retirement money up front for her defense. Like I said, does she lose this money? I really want to know that because she's pled guilty now. I really got a kick out of Lisa talking to Jack about his future out front of the house. I know it was like a little filler.
I know. I liked it too, though, because there was a lot of the parents are talking to their kids about college, and Heather has her daughter in college, and she's kind of partying on a Thursday night. And Heather's like, well, I went to Brigham Young. So she went to that very Mormon school where you can't drink, party, none of that stuff. Because I remember Julie from the Real World New Orleans went there, and she left there to be on the Real World New Orleans back in the day. And I was like, what's this Brigham Young? And then Brigham Young, or I always say Brigham Young, but I don't know.
I know. That was an old joke, Brigham Young, but Brigham
Young. Very bad. But yeah, so she's talking, Nana, to her son, and her son is basically like, well, I already have a business.
Wasn't that funny? I mean, really. He says, I already have a lot of money and I have a business, and then I'm going to sell that business. I'm going to get another business. And then Lisa says, this is not your business.
Bro, you've never paid a bill. You don't.
This is mom and dad's business. And he would just kind of, I'll use the word dissed his mom.
Oh, he dissed her, Nana, not a diss.
Yes, he dissed his mom. And that seems so real to me. Like we try to tell our kids what to do and they look at you like,
he knows it all.
Yes, but that's what kids do. Yeah. That's what kids do.
Listen, he's not wrong in the fact that college in a lot of ways now is so overpriced and where it is really a system to trap young people and put them in debt. So you become like a cog in the system. And then you just have to keep working to pay off this debt. It's like they start you out in life at a huge deficit with all these loans, which leaves you with a lot less, you got to get a job sooner. And it makes you more, I would say, I don't want to say a slave to, but it makes you.
But you're under the gun.
Your negotiating power is less. And you have to worry, like, who would want to start their life off with such heavy debt? That's why I'm all about this student loan debt forgiveness. I'm all about lowering, because student loan prices have went up 500% since the 80s. Now tell me, have salaries went up that much? They haven't. So quit expecting these kids to go and be there for 4 years to get, and they say, obviously it's better to, you always want to expand and learn and grow and all those things. And college can teach you important things and critical thinking, hopefully, and all kinds of stuff. And, just enhance your mind. But you might leave there with like a freaking, you get like some humanities degree, you get an English degree, you don't want to be a teacher. What are you going to do with it? And how are you going to pay back all this money? So I actually agree with, I don't know if that was what he meant to be a sentiment, but that it is kind of, I
say you don't need college anymore because we have Google. But anyway, she lost all the money. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I just wanted to get Mims in there. Just
sorry.
What he had to say there, because I thought it was.
Every time I click it, you click it.
All right. I click, you click, we click. She lost all the money if the money went to attorney fees. If the money went to bail,
but she got majority back because it's only a percentage of it that they.
Because it would break my heart. Mom works all her life.
Oh, yeah. That's horrible for your daughter, defrauding people. La Lola says you practically need a degree to be a barista, right? And it's just it's so crazy that's.
Yeah, I know
it's just, I think it's just so sad for young people now. Because college was pretty expensive when I went, but now it's like so horrendous. And I have friends who are, teachers. Like my friend Katie, she got a master's degree and is a great teacher and stuff, but she's never going to make, what the debt she graduated with, now we're in our 40s, but still, I don't know her, if she's paid that off, but I remember her telling me how much her schooling was. And I'm like, holy shit. And they do not, she's a high school and junior high teacher. So it's like, well, they're not paying the teachers that much, but it was
absolutely
a degree she needed to, it was just crazy. So that stuff's crazy to me. So I did like this conversation. But I
did too. I loved it.
She's got to be careful because you give your kid a business, they're going to get a little spoiled. But that little guy, her youngest one, is like, Mom, he's not going to do that.
I know. And he's right. the younger son, he's right. He doesn't want to listen to mom. Mom doesn't know everything until they get in their 20s, and then they think we do know things.
Yeah, then we start admitting maybe our parents know something. There was a video on Reddit, on the Housewives Reddit, I believe, and it was of like a TikTok or some video. Maybe, I don't know if they put on YouTube or whatever, but it ended up on Reddit, and I watched it. And Lisa's oldest son was in it. So it was a bunch of kids who probably went to his school. They were at like a restaurant or a fast food place.
Oh, okay.
And they were asking them, how much money do you have in your bank account? And his answer, it was a lot. And I'm thinking, and just the way he said it, I was like, this is a little douchey. They got to be careful with this guy.
Yeah, you know what? You can't give your kids everything.
And they're like, how do you have that? He's like, I have a business. And I'm like, what is their business again? It's the male grooming. What is that?
I know.
Yes, ground the rich kids before they turn into Brooks.
I totally agree, Ms. T. I totally agree. It's funny the way people look at college.
Fresh Wolf, yes.
And Fresh Wolf. And certainly, when I was coming up, our idea was to just get a job. Women weren't pushed or even thought of like going to college. I had friends that went to college, not many, but mostly we graduated from high school and got a job.
You got married and you had your, what was it? Your treasure box? No, that's not right. Your,
well, call it what you want. Well, I don't know if it was much of a treasure, but some people thought so.
Your wish list, your wish box. What was it?
No, honey, it
was a
hope chest.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, and then I had my treasure box.
Where then you put pots and pans in it because you hoped that you would get to cook for a man. And look at you, 60 years later, you're still cooking for a man.
That's right. In those same pots and pans. Serious, because they've lasted so long.
Good investment.
Cordon Bleu. I paid for them for a long time. As Cordon Bleu.
Le Cordon Bleu.
And they were very nice pots and pans, and they lasted all this time. We've been married 45 years, and they're still, I just don't like to use them very much anymore. I'm not into cooking and stuff, and I should be. Now, by the time you have time to do this stuff, then you lose interest in it. So life is kind of funny the way it goes.
I've been cooking. I've made breakfast smoothies every day.
I saw that. I saw the one. It looked fabulous. It had some strawberry and blueberry stuff in it. It was looked very good.
I'm basically a domestic goddess now because we're doing a freaking 10-day cleanse. And so we're just eating brown rice, chicken, vegetables, and smoothies from the old Dr. Oz. And I know he's problematic, but that was what our nutritionist gave us like 2 years ago. So I thought, might as well give it a try. It's been 2 years. Let me cleanse. So I haven't had Diet Coke in like 4 days. I feel like,
honey, I'm so
Lisa,
sorry.
can you imagine Lisa Barlow going without Diet Coke that long?
No.
I was getting so addicted to Diet Coke, and now I can only drink. The only caffeinated beverage I can have is like green tea.
So no coffee?
I haven't had coffee either. So I've been having the worst headaches.
Well, it's from you're not getting.
But I do like the Trader Joe's unsweetened green tea on ice, with lots of lemon.
Is there caffeine in that though?
Yes, green tea does have caffeine. So that's the caffeine you get. But taking out the sugars, I was eating like candy corn. I was just shoving anything in my mouth. But so I've been having the worst headaches. So there you go. I don't know why I had to share that.
That's what happens though when you take yourself off with a lot of caffeine.
I just love sugar. It's my favorite thing in the world, but I was just going too crazy and I need to get it together. So
I know I don't have any more candy corn, but now I just have peanuts. Okay.
I have some here, but I can't eat it. Oh my goodness.
You put the candy corn with the peanuts and it tastes like salted nut roll. It's fabulous. Fabulous.
Oh my God. My favorite candy corn is the chocolate one when it's mixed. So you have the
you
have the pumpkin, you have the regular and the chocolate candy corn. It's the best. It's the best.
Oh no, honey. No. The kids had me get the candy corn with those big pumpkins in it.
Yeah.
And I go, I don't know if you'll like that, kids. So then they're taking a bite of the pumpkin and spitting it out in the garbage. Thank you.
So sugary. That pumpkin is
know.
way too sugary. But the chocolate candy corn that's mixed with the regular is so good. I can hear it now. Coming to the main stage, Treasure Box. That's Nana. That's Nana's working name.
Treasure Box. Love it. Love it. She puts her pots and pans in there. Okay. Anyway.
She showed you all her treasures. No glass. No glass. Okay. So back to this episode, we find out, they're going to Scottsdale. We got Whitney's trauma. She's just starting to uncover. Lisa Barlow is she has the scene with her son, but then she is still knocking on with Meredith. Meredith goes to Whitney's for the first time she's ever went to Whitney's house, I heard.
That was just weird. And Meredith had this kind of cool thing on. And it was black and white stripe. And it looked leather. Leather, you guys?
Like a jacket.
It was really
kind of like a bikery jacket. They sat outside, they had some wine, and Whitney made a charcuterie board. And this is when Meredith tells us what I'm sure will be a huge plot line this season. That she's like, okay, I have to get into my Meredith. Let's see, my family. Okay, my family. I've heard things about Lisa Barlow. Allegedly, she gives sexual favors to sell her tequila, and that's on my family. And then Whitney was like, I've heard that too. There's a really rich guy I know, and he said that she was blowing him to put the tequila. I was like, what are we saying? We're saying Lisa Barlow is prostituting herself for her businesses, and Meredith's like, my fam, I know that she's doing that. I'm like, we are really digging at the bottom of the barrel to get back at her. Do you think there's any truth to this, Nana?
No, I don't. And I think Meredith was so hurt by what Lisa was spilling behind closed doors, not thinking anybody could hear. Sure, she knew people could hear. And she was saying some horrendous things about Meredith. I think Meredith was just hurt and she wanted to lash back at something. But Meredith, I think you would have come across better had you not said that.
It just is so
because it's like tit for tat. It's tit for tat. It's like,
And come with maybe, she had an affair or her husband did. Maybe if you're really mad. I mean, I wouldn't do it, but these are housewives. And like you said, she wants to get back at her and start these rumors. But this is almost unbelievable. If it is believable, if it is true, it's like, but it's just like you threw something so ridiculous. Like she's literally out there like, hey guys, I got my Vina tequila, and if you guys don't want to put it in your store, I can suck you off real quick. Like, do you think that's like what she's like?
You think that really happens? I don't think so.
I could show you everything my tequila can do, but no big deal. Like, is that really happening? But Meredith made it seem like when Whitney agreed, because then Whitney's like, yeah, I know a guy, and he's the richest guy in all of Utah. and his name is Warren Jeffs. No, his name was Warren Jeff, and he said that they've been having intercourse. So for her tequila to sell. I'm like, what?
No, I don't believe that. And Meredith almost choked, Ms. T said, when Whitney told that lie. And she agreed with it. It was.
Meredith's like, I know. I've heard it too. It's out there for my family. Me and Soth were hanging out, and Soth said, have you heard about Lisa Barlow? And I was like, what, Soth? And Soth was like, she's sucking dudes off to get her tequila in liquor stores. And I was like, do you swear on our family, Soth? And Soth was like, I swear on our family. So I don't know. I'm just putting it out there.
I know. I just don't believe it. Paper or plastic. I don't believe it. No, sorry.
I find it hard to believe. Could I believe someone's having an affair? Of course, it's the Housewives world. But that she's going around prostituting herself for the tequila company. Is she doing it for the Crying Wolf brand tour, whatever that brand is called?
No, Fresh Wolf. Fresh Wolf, because you have the lotions for men and the deodorants. And okay.
And I'm sure her sons have a business for her family. And she goes around to Target, and she hit up the CEO from Target, Soth. He takes care of a lot of people underneath him. He has like 1,000 employees, okay? And one of his employees said she offered fellatio to the head of Target to put Fresh Wolf in there for the family.
I just don't, right.
So
sorry, I'm not buying it. I'm just for the family.
It's
not buying it.
And wait till Lisa finds out that this is what they're saying. My God.
But that's not,
right? But then we see like the super cut of all the things Lisa says behind people's backs. She's not a good friend. We know that about Lisa Barlow.
No, Lisa isn't. And you can say you're sorry 100 times about this one, but she's not going to forgive you because you always say, I'm sorry, but. No, it doesn't come with buts. No.
How about when she was like, am I still, remember when you said it was a safe space for you? You're not a safe spot. You're for my family.
I know. And you come late and you have to sit next to Lisa. That's your punishment. Okay.
From the Shaman. Whitney's always trying to get these ladies to do, some self-help stuff. And they're showing up late. They're showing up in flare jeans. Just the disrespect happening to Whitney Shaman. But they were releasing things, Nana. And what were they releasing?
I think they were releasing their inner hurt.
Yeah.
What I was right. Just that. And they were kind of screaming out in pain and things like that. It was really kind of sad. I mean, do you really give people money to do that? Because if that's a job, I could do that. I could do that for you.
It's so funny how we have different reactions. Because as they're doing it, I was like, I bet that feels good. I want to try that. And maybe I'll get Nana to try that with me just to release things. I love it. Nana's like, no, I want to hold it in, like Rinna was talking about. I want to bury it deep down in my uterus and never sleep.
I'm a Scorpio. I forgive. I just don't forget. Okay.
You don't forgive. I'm just kidding. Renee says Meredith said Lisa fellatiated. Is that how you say that? Fellatiated?
I think so.
Montgomery Ward.
That's a trigger word for me. Montgomery Ward. I got kicked out of their automobile club because I used their towing service too much. So that is a trigger for me. So let's talk about Montgomery Ward. Okay.
Right. So Whitney takes Lisa Barlow with her early, like, hey, you're not getting along with the other ladies, so we'll take you early. Jen Shaw is now everyone's friend somehow. Everyone's just like, Jen, we're so sorry that you stole money from elderly people and frauded them. We're so sorry about that. And that
we are so accountable
for it. Here's a master bedroom, okay, for you, or the homeowner suite, if you will. And and so they come later, Jen, Whitney, and Meredith. And this is when Lisa's talking with Whitney, and Whitney's like, I kind of want to stay out of it. No, girl, Whitney loves being involved.
Listen,
she loves it.
We are Scorpio strong here. Thank Miss T. Miss T, can you just drop your is that okay to drop your birth date in? Mine's the 20th of November. I just want to see if we're close. I just want to see if we're close, honey.
Drop your social.
What is the color of your first car?
What is your father? I was going to say your father's maiden name. What's your mother's maiden name?
What junior high did you go to? No, I would like to know, Miss T, though. I just want to see how close we are here. Now, this is funny. Oh my God, Nana got kicked out of Montgomery Ward.
Yeah, you've
I
told that
got
story
kicked.
before.
Yes,
What
I
did you
did.
do again?
No, I used the towing. I got Montgomery Ward's Auto Club, and I got kicked out. And they sent me a really nice letter, and I wish I would have kept it, saying you just use us too much, because there was sometimes because when we were running on like 4 cars,
we had shitty cars. Yeah.
Well, we had to, honey. I mean,
Yeah.
I had 4 cars, 4 insurances going out of here. We had 2 going out of the driveway at one time on the tow truck. I mean, it's just classic. It's like, oh my God, it's the Clampets.
Yeah, we're really white trash. We just really were trashy. Now, selling clarinets, driving junkers,
What are you going to do? I mean, you have to do things to get by. Lisa did it. I can too.
It's too late. Miss T has been fully doxxed.
Oh, okay.
We got the last 4 of her social.
Miss T, mine's November 20th. So yes, Scorpios.
So she's the beginning of Scorpio. You're toward the end.
Yes, right? I am. Yes,
yep. Name of your first pet would be great, and your 3rd grade teacher's name. Oh, negative blood type. Okay.
Okay, there you go. What is your first car that you lost it in? Okay, 70 Nova.
Oh my God.
Without a stick shift.
Man, anyway. You salute. I don't know yet what's going on. I just found this shot on, I think, Reddit.
What?
Heather's eye, Jen Shaw crying, and then I just love the snow globe. There's something about Salt Lake City that I really like. I like the snow. We don't get a lot of franchises where they film where it snows. I like the mountains. I like the whole vibe of that. And I love this like snow globe marketing. It's super cute, but I don't know what happened to Heather. And I don't know what happened to Jen Shaw either. I think Jen Shaw was...
Well, we know what's happening to Jen Shaw, but what happened to Heather? Is that real?
Maybe, we know her and Whitney aren't going to be getting along soon, so maybe Whitney decked her. I don't know. Maybe she fell. Maybe they went skiing. Maybe Jen Shaw got upset. Remember how she got mad at the Shaw Squad? So either Whitney or Jen Shaw could have just clocked her. I don't know.
I don't know. That's really sad.
Maybe she got drunk and was partying too hard and she fell off a table. I'm just thinking of the ways I would get a black eye back in the day.
I'm trying to think. How would
maybe
I get
she
a
was
black eye?
Trying to kick as high as she could and she kicked herself. I don't know.
I was trying to give away my treasure box and nobody wanted it. So I got mad at myself and punched myself in the eye.
Someone said that's Photoshop. I don't know. I just found it on Reddit, but I thought it was just an interesting little threesome of what's to come this season.
Oh, this is good. Renee, you're nasty. Heather got a sty from a botched injection at her salon. I love you.
Now we're starting that rumor.
No, it's just allegedly. This wasn't allegedly. It was a little
Camden said, did you see Jen Shaw said it got pushed back again? I thought it was supposed to be November. Oh, it's going to get pushed back until...
Now, they're not going to do it around Christmas for her now, December 15th. No.
And now I bet her lawyers will make a case like she needs to spend this Christmas with her family. This kind of happened with Teresa. I remember hers getting pushed back a little bit, but not this much. Jen's has been getting... It was supposed to be August, right?
Right.
Well, this will be the 3rd time it was pushed back.
Wasn't it Stuart, her person?
Her person.
Her person. I don't know how to say that. It was her associate.
Yeah, her.
And and she threw him, down the.
Maybe she was driving. She fell off a cliff when it was snowing in Pasadena.
Of course,
she fell next to Tom Girardi, and then Erika's son came and got them, and he fell down off the cliff too.
Oh my God. Yes, that's
darn
it. I hope that's not real. And I hope it is Photoshop. Heather, I hope you're okay because I really like you.
Well, there's going to be so many different, the loyalties are going to be so interesting this season because we're going to see friction between Heather and Whitney. We're seeing Lisa and Whitney becoming, besties. Yeah. And now we're seeing Meredith and Heather and Jen team up, and then we haven't even gotten into the fact that we have new housewives that are coming in, and what episode are they going to be introduced?
I don't know, and and they kind of look alike, sort of.
Well, Meredith looks like these Meredith and the 2 in the corner kind of look alike, and then she on the end looks like Whitney. But the blonde we've been introduced to before. I forget her name, but she was part of last season. I think.
But why do they have so many? I like when they have a smaller housewife unit. Then I can remember their names.
They only needed to add like one.
Because between Lisa and Meredith, I get them mixed up all the time too. I'm trying to keep them straight.
I can tell them apart more the more work Meredith gets done. But this one next to Meredith, that looks like mini Meredith too.
Yes. Camden's asking us, Epcot Center, how much time do you guys think she'll get?
If Nana That's a good question. What that Camden's picture reflected.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. Okay.
You don't want to know.
Okay.
It's some of the stuff me and Busy cover, I think.
Okay. How much time do you think she'll get?
I think they were saying like 7 to 12 or 15, but she'll
I bet she
do like 7.
I bet she gets 10 and then off on good behavior. So she'll get.
Yeah, it was something that wasn't a lot. 2
years. She's out.
Wow.
Yeah, that's just a guess. I mean, I think they're going to say 10. They're going to bargain it down. And I think she'll actually do 2 years, but.
Broke down Sarah Paulson is back again. And do you know who Sarah Paulson is? Nana's going to laugh, but I bet she doesn't even know who that is.
I do laugh because I was thinking of someone else. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. I don't think Nana knows who that is.
No.
Sarah Paulson, she's an actress. She's in all the Ryan Murphy projects, American Horror Story. She played Marcia Clark in Ryan Murphy's OJ show.
Yes,
she's a great actress. She dates in real life or is married to the actress from 2.5 Men that played the mom.
Oh, yes. I do know her. Is that her?
Yes. Yeah. Well, no, but they broke down Nana.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought maybe she was on there because I know there's quite an age difference there too, isn't there? Like 20 years.
Oh gosh.
I think.
Yeah. There's a big age difference. Who are they replacing? Well, they're replacing Jenny, the racist one. They probably have to think about Jen be going to jail soon. So that's 2, and Mary Cosby.
And Mary Cosby, yeah.
And they're adding 3. They're adding 3. So yeah.
There's too many. All right, even if you take Jen away, it's a lot,
Maybe
I don't want to.
Maybe the 2 that we don't know of will be good, but I don't know. We'll see.
Nurse Ratched. Oh God, that's what Linda calls herself.
Nurse Ratched in a show too. There's a show on Hulu and Sarah Paulson starred in it, Nurse Ratched, and it was really good.
That was one flew over actress. Flew over the cuckoo's nest. Nurse Ratched.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she played. Was that on the recent? Was it Netflix? Here, Sarah Paulson. Yeah, so Nurse Ratched. She played. And it was a Netflix show. And I believe it was Ryan Murphy. Yes. It was good too. And that came out in 2020. It was Sarah Paulson. And she played Mildred Ratched. And then Finn, which we know him from American Horror Story. Cynthia Nixon was in it.
Oh, I like Cynthia Nixon from Sex in the City. See, that name I did know. You know who I was thinking that you guys were talking about? Sarah Paulson. The one that was... a political figure. What's her name?
Who just died?
Oh, she just died. Who died, Sharon?
Are we talking about dead people? I have no idea. The girl who said, "You better be nice to me if you want money on your books." She said that to Jen. Oh, Sarah Palin?
Yes, that's who I was thinking. You guys were talking about. Oh, she didn't die.
Oh, Nurse Ratched died.
No, Sarah Palin is when you said Sarah Paulson. I was thinking Sarah Palin.
Okay, because I was like, I don't think Nana knows who Sarah Paulson is, but I bet she thinks she does.
So I thought I knew. I thought you guys were talking about Sarah Palin.
No, Sarah Palin didn't die. Sorry. Sorry. Someone's because I was reading the chat. So I think it was Nurse Ratched died.
Oh, because Sarah Palin, she can see Alaska from her front porch. That's nice. Nurse Ratched died. Think she lived a long life.
There's a real Nurse Ratched?
I don't know.
From One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
Yes. Oh, yeah. She's the one that would say meds. And then, she's the one that
but is she a real person?
Well, it wasn't a cartoon. Yeah.
Okay. Nurse Ratched died. Oh, is it the actress dies. She died. Not today, but she died at 88. Louise Fletcher.
Yes.
Played. Oh, she's beautiful.
Nurse
Yes, I
Ratched.
remember. Here, I'll share it so you guys can see.
Yeah,
so
Nurse Ratched.
You're not believing me when I'm like, yo, it's Sarah, because I saw Sarah Palin. I was like, Sarah Palin? No, Sarah Palin is alive and well, as far as we know.
Yes.
It was this woman who played Nurse Ratched in One.
And tell me her name again. You said
Louise Fletcher, I believe, and she was 88 years old, and she passed away in September.
So 19. When did One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest come out? 77, right in there. Yeah, there she is.
Before my time, but
yes,
that. So this beautiful woman, she won an Academy Award for playing Nurse Ratched.
It was a wonderful role for her, and it was a wonderful movie.
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson, yes, love you. Okay.
So yes, the actress. Okay, Rose. Sorry, I was confused. I was like, is it? I don't know what I was thinking. It's getting late, and we've been on for 2 hours.
Okay, so let's keep going. And what else do we want to say about this episode?
I think that's it. We get the shaman stuff. We get a little bit of Lisa trying to feel her way back in with Meredith. It's not happening. And what's going to happen on the next episode in Scottsdale? What are they doing? They're doing all healing stuff, and they're already crying and fighting. I mean, it's a trip. We like a trip.
We like a good trip. Who doesn't like a good trip?
Who doesn't like
a good trip? I'd like to take, I'm going to be taking a trip to see you soon. I'll bring my treasure box. We'll have some fun.
I have presents for you because people have been sending stuff to my P.O. box. And
that's so nice.
I've gotten such nice stuff. I have to do a separate little short showing the things that I've gotten. But Tilly got some knit hats, and they're so adorable. I got a knit hat. And
I love those hats.
I took a picture and I put it I took a picture, and now it's, I think did I put it on my social media? I think I did.
Was that the pumpkin? Is it the pumpkin one?
Yeah, pumpkin, and they were knit. Carolyn sent them cute hats for producer Tilly. They were crocheted by Leah, and so thank you to Carolyn and Leah. I love them so much. Now somebody sent me something so beautiful, and it's like a glass piece for like a window, I think. And I checked my P.O. box and I got it, but I don't know who sent it because it doesn't say. Hold on, let me grab it and show you guys and see if anyone wants to claim who sent me this beautiful.
None of your business is saying it's not late until Nana's chair falls. True story.
Nana's chair hasn't even fallen yet.
It hasn't, you guys. I got a new one. Really? No one noticed. No, I didn't.
You did not.
No.
Oh, I was like, you did.
I don't spend my money on real things.
I was like, I've been trying to say I'm getting you a new chair, and you're like, no. Okay, so they knitted me these adorable, I love a knitted cap. Aren't they so cute? So it's green and a mint. So one for me, one for Cho. And then this is Carolyn and Leah. And then they sent producer Tilly's.
Oh my God.
Look at producer Tilly's little hat. It's a little pumpkin.
Will you show that one that I just absolutely love? I love this one, but the other one is just.
You put her ears in here, but I have look at this one.
This, I mean, is that the cutest?
Like, how cute a little cat hat. So Tilly, come here. I can show you guys a picture too, but
I think it'd be great if we put it on Tilly right now.
And then this one's kind of like a unicorny.
I love that. Egg. Or, I could say something, and I'm not going
to. A wiener.
It could be a little wiener.
This is so cute.
This is my favorite. That's my favorite.
It's a cat hat. I mean, it's so great. Let me see if I'll show you. Tilly, come here.
Hey, are you kind of jelly? I don't blame you. I am too, and I don't have my cat anymore. Wally passed.
We miss Wally. Wally was such a good kitty. He was such a good boy. He lived a nice long life. Carolyn and Leah, thank you so much for that. It was so sweet.
I sent them some talented.
Now I don't even have a return address on this. Oh wait. The person's last name is, I don't want to out their last name in case they don't want, but it was sent to my P.O. box. So thank you to everyone that sends stuff to my P.O. box. I get so excited. But look at this beautiful.
Oh, I love that. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
But I don't know who sent it.
Oh, please. I saw it in a shop and I thought Joleen will really like this.
So I think your last name starts with a T. I don't want to out you, but if it's you, let me know. Because I remember someone telling me, check your P.O. box. But people tell me that a lot because sometimes I forget. But isn't this gorgeous?
I love that.
Look at the colors.
Oh, it's just like rainbows and stuff. It's beautiful.
Right?
It's
So it has
ice,
little
ice,
hooks
baby.
here. So do I just hang it like on the window? Because I remember Grandma used to have all these pretty.
Yes, and you put those suction cup ones on there. Is that how you would
I think
do it?
so. And
to
then
the window?
The color and stuff goes through it. It's so beautiful.
Like
right?
a prism, somebody said.
I thought this was so thoughtful and so sweet and so beautiful. And it's supporting a small business, but I don't know what the business is either because it came in a package, but I didn't get anything else with the. So I just feel so bad because I haven't been able to thank anyone because I don't know who to thank.
Jules, Retro TV, you're on. Hi, honey. We
love
missed
it.
you. I haven't seen you in a while.
Tilly,
Nice to see you here.
Let me see if I can get the one you like on her. So.
Oh my God, that's my favorite. My favorite Martian. My favorite Martian. So I guess we'll just keep talking. The idea that I like Salt Lake City. I mean, it's getting exciting for me. I love this Meredith Lisa fight. It's great. They're calling each other hoes, which is real nice. You know, that's always a good friend.
Hi, Tilly. Okay, let's see if we can get this on you. You sweet little baby girl. Look at my sweet baby girl.
Oh, Missy, you lost your cats 15 and 17 back in February. I couldn't take it. I broke down and got a kitten in August. I just can't. I can't get another one right now. Look at that. Look at that.
Girl.
She's so good. She's so good. Oh, honey, I can't wait. Grandma can't wait to come see you.
Tilly, you're such a good kitty.
Oh, my favorite.
Ears go through it.
My favorite Martian.
She likes her hat. I think she likes it. Look at
it keeps her nice and warm. Hi, baby. I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon.
Look at this little bit.
Tilly, what high school did you go to? What color was your first car?
This hat. The when I put this one on her, okay, now she knows that she can shake her baby. I'll take it off. Here you go. Okay, all done. But she like shakes her head and she knows, don't worry, I'll give you extra treats for me and so good. She let me put it on her though.
Oh my God,
she's so cute. So
it's the cutest. It's the absolute cutest. I didn't know. I wish I could knit.
Me too.
I should have started that one.
Knit me a hat before.
I should have. Yes, he did. I should have.
Cute. I love it.
I know. Yeah, and you look cute in them. You know, you look really cute in them. I think I have too big a head for
one. No,
that's darling.
We have matching ones, Nana. So you can do it so you can have it more slouchy, like you're in that guy from 90 Day.
I know. I love that. I didn't like him, but I liked.
No,
not at all.
He's hanging out with some gal from Superstore, an actress.
Really?
I'm like, why would she want anything to do with him?
Well, this is a nice question. I haven't had a question like this in a while. How did you two develop such a good relationship, or did you always have it? She always liked cats. Oh, you're talking about me and her. Oh, yeah.
I always loved cats and always loved my mom. How did we? I was just such a good kid. I think I was perfect.
Yeah, no one's perfect, honey. No one's perfect. No. You know, you would have been more perfect had you been born in November. But anyway, that just didn't. Oh, really?
Goodness.
February. I love your birthday, February 17th. I
think I have a
Scorpio.
I have a Scorpio
Valentine's
something.
Day.
Yeah, that was your due date. But I have either a sun or moon in Scorpio, and you're a Scorpio. So there's reasons we had our chart read why we get along. We differ on a lot of things.
We bump heads. We bump heads too. You know,
I am more blunt. I like to hit things head on. Nana's more kind of old. Like we deal with things the way we're kind of raised to deal with things. Nana's like the Midwestern route where she tries to make everybody like, let's just pretend it's not happening. And I'm like, let's call it out.
Let's be happy about everything. Okay.
Yeah. Where you're getting that Lisa Rinna illness. And I'm like, we got to talk about it. So yeah, Nana's birthday shaming now. Oh my God.
I'm not birthday shaming. I'm just saying I am in tune with Scorpios very much. So Joleen and I have always had a good relationship. I mean, we've just gotten along.
Yeah, we've always gotten along.
Yeah, we've got
The only time we haven't got along is outside factors. Like it's things, like it's other people that will make us not get along. That's it. The only time we
more or less.
disagreed. It is.
More or less.
But if it was just her and I, if it was left up to just her and I,
it would
we
be
wouldn't.
a damn perfect world, I want to say.
It would be. But
Jolene
other family members get in the way.
I said Jolene is more Caesarean about her topics. Is that what that is? Caesarean?
I was
Caesarean.
Yeah,
but Caesarean. What does that mean, Renee? I didn't go to college.
I think that means I cut out of your belly.
No, but it's not Caesarean.
I cut right to it. See, I cut right to it. Yeah.
Oh, Caesarean.
Caesarean. I cut right to it. Get it?
Yes. Oh, I get it. About her topics.
These hats are so cute. I love them.
Yeah, you look darling in that. That's very cute.
This is the dark green, and then I have a light green. I might not give one to Chell. I might just keep them for myself.
I was going to say, I would like to wear one while I'm there because we just look hot, and we
got matching hats.
Oh, that's right, we do.
The ball on mine fell off. Did your balls fall off?
My ball never fell off. Remember, I sewed yours back on.
Yeah, but it was loose. You sewed it loosely, I think.
Oh, I better sew it tightly.
Yeah, it's still dangling. My ball's still dangling.
Mims, we're going to be going to Michael's too, so catch us on a date. Okay, but thank you so much for inviting me to your podcast after I invited myself. Thank you.
Right? Mims is the best. Everyone go sub to Mims if you're not already subbed. But yeah, Mims is the best.
Please subscribe. I mean,
he loves it. He loves that you're in the chat.
He doesn't disappoint, and I always like it because he'll say, "Oh, Nana's in the house. Everybody say hi to Nana," and it just makes me feel so good. Aww. And Jolene goes, "So, what was it about, Nana? What did you learn?" And I go, "Oh," she goes, "I don't know," and she goes, "You just want everybody to say hi to you," and I go, "Yeah, I really do."
She'll go, "Oh, I was in Up and Adams, and then I was in Zach's, and I was in Mims today, Campfire." And I said, "Well, what were they talking about?" "Oh, I don't know." I go, "You're in their chat." You know, she goes, I go, "You're just waiting for people to talk to you and say hi to you." Yeah, I do. So
that's what I do. I really like that. I think it's
you
really
come
fun.
in my chat too, and I'm talking about other stuff, and then people will be like, "Nana's here." And sometimes I won't see it till after you've left, but I'm like, "Oh, Nana just wants to make everyone know she's here."
Sometimes do you think you've seen it and just don't want to say anything that I'm there or not?
No, every time I see you, I'm like, "Nana's here." Like, I'm not going to be like, "Oh God, Nana's here," you know.
I don't blame you. I'm not throwing shade. I'm just wondering.
Nana. Yeah, Nana likes to make her entrance. Nana loves
just
being
fun.
This bar.
I love this. This is so much fun for me because I do get to talk to show, and we get to just and we love our Housewives, and we liked our 90 days too. So it's just fun to talk about something that we both have in common that we like.
Yeah.
And a lot of people say, right. A lot of people say, "Oh, for heaven's sakes, I don't even watch those shows. Why would I watch you guys?" I said, because our content is very good because we hardly talk about the program at all.
We go off on so many damn tangents, and we're so likable and beautiful and entertaining. That's why.
Oh, none of your business. Right? Stop it. Seeing Nana in the chat always makes me shy. Why would you say that, honey?
You're famous, Nana.
Oh, no. None of your business. No.
Thank you, Beans. Thank you. Yeah, everyone, like that's been how it is my whole life. When Nana's around, like my friends, or I just like to bring Nana around and show her off. Basically, I'm just like, this is my mom. And then every time she goes places, that's why I love taking her to shows with me. People are like, I'm obsessed with your mom. Like people will take her and say, oh, she's my mom now. But that's why I would love to just be able to, take Nana with me everywhere. But apparently she's got a life of her own. So.
Go figure. Are we still going to do that thing with our feet? And then try to get money for them.
We're still gonna try to do Feet Finder because we're gonna be feet sluts and we're gonna make money.
I'm all for that.
Me too. I'm gonna slut out my feet so bad.
I don't even have nice looking feet, but I can't show the rest of the stuff. Nobody wants to see it. Right? Anyway, so there you go.
Where it's at. So that's what we're gonna try when she's visiting. We're gonna try to get in this foot fetish market and see if anyone's willing to pay us for our feet, because I hear people are making hand over fist, like some of these problematic YouTubers will say.
No, they're not showing their hands, they're showing their feet, honey.
Their feet. So we'll take some shots and start a profile and see if we get any.
I think that'd be so much fun.
Requests, any special requests. We'll have Chell take the pictures. Keep it in the family.
That's
Chell has nice feet.
He does have nice feet.
He doesn't have, he has it where all the toes are There's not one that's
Symmetrical.
longer than the other. I have it where my second toe is longer, which I think means you're a better person.
I think it means that you're hot is hot.
Nana's toes kind of go like this sometimes.
Well, mine kind of, I have that arthritis and stuff.
She's like, can you rub my feet? And then they're like, I was like, oh, Nana. And I'm like straightening her toes out.
I know, but this is what happens to your hands too. I mean, as we get older, and as when I was painting and stuff today, I was trying to get a cup of coffee and my one finger was going wonky like that. It's just life, you guys. It's just life. And you just have to go with it and just run with it. That's all.
No, we're going to help you.
You don't have to help me, honey. That's just life.
If your second toe is longer than your big toe, just means you're a better person.
Oh, and that your treasure chest is full of goodies.
Your treasure chest. I think I have to get a manicure because I broke all my nails.
Oh, you always have such pretty nails.
I know. And now I only have like 1, 2, 3, 4 I haven't broken. The rest are broken. And it hurts so bad. Oh my God. So I have to get my nails. I think I might get a pedicure now.
Well, can you wait till I get there?
No, I get pedicures very often. Like you have to treat yourself, Nana.
Honey, I just had one.
When?
A month ago.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I thought I did good. It's only been a month, so when I come out there, then I'll have another one.
Okay. Well, I'm going to probably get one tomorrow and then again when you get here because I need some love. I need some feet love.
And I was going to say fake nails, but last time I had those fake nails, that was back in the 80s, and I just didn't do
acrylics. You could get like a short acrylic. Get a really short one and see if you like it.
But do you have to have fillers and stuff all the time? Because I'm not good with that, and I have to cut down plants.
What happens with me is my nails underneath then grow very long, and then I get the acrylic off, and I just fill my natural nail. But then when my natural nail breaks, I have to get an acrylic again. So I'm at a point where I got to get quite a few acrylics.
Okay. Well, I think I'll get some long nails for my toes.
You should get like very long, like SWV back in the day, the band, the singers, they had these really long nails. Well, actually that is in.
Oh, no, I don't want to do that. SWV, what did that stand for?
Sisters
Single
with
white. Single white what?
Nope, Sisters with Voices.
Oh, okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Enhancements, not fake nails. Enhancements.
Oh, enhancements.
Mm-hmm.
I got your enhancements right here. And thank you so much for joining us tonight. We just appreciate you so. Joleen Lunzer, are you and Nana going to start an OnlyFans for your feet?
Feet finder.
Yes. Jules, we're going to have to. We're going to have to.
We saw on TikTok that this mother-daughter duo, they bought a car, and now we want to see if we can purchase a car. I think she bought her mom like a G-Wagon or something.
I just want to get a skateboard. I shoot for the moon.
We're just, we're at the point where we just want to make some cash. Inflation is MF. Do you know gas out here is like $7 or $8?
It is not.
It was 7 something, but I think it might have went up even more. Yes.
We have it here at $3.79. And I had 10 cents off because I went to a grocery store that you get so much off if you go.
Aldi's?
No, not Aldi's. Cub. It's called Cub.
Yeah, this inflation is insane. I see the housing is going down, like the prices. Because I like to always search for homes.
They are.
But the interest rates
is going up.
It's like, hi. I'm like, what the hell is this shit? And I think this month finally the energy bill will go down maybe $800. Isn't that insane?
Honey, I know. I mean, it's 62 degrees in this house, and Dad goes, "Can we turn the heat up?" I says, "Oh no, we don't do that yet. It's not November."
Mine's still my AC,
Yeah,
so
right.
It's like these summer months. I just don't understand these energy prices. But then I looked up what people were telling me to look up is how much they charge a watt or whatever during certain times. Yeah, and where we lived, one was like 64 cents or something.
Oh my God!
And a guy I work with said his was 10 cents.
Oh Lord!
How do they even decide who gets charged what for the kilowatt?
Dee Marie says her mom paid $8 for eggs today for a carton.
Eggs? Were they organic and brown?
Were they 12 or 18 of them? I mean, either way, that's ridiculous.
Oh gosh,
that's just sky high. So, what do you think of these new little? Aren't these
so cute? Realification got me kitty slippers.
That's what these are. No, are these bears? These are bears.
Yeah, that's what these are. That's a bear, Nana.
That's a bear.
Oh my God.
I have issues.
That's a whack.
That's a whack. No, that was funny because speaking of WAP,
Oh.
Up and Adam said something. Somebody in the chat said something about a WAP, and Adam, Up and Adam goes, "What's a WAP?" And I thought, oh, I don't dare write what it is. I was going to get it on the chat.
You should have wrote what you first thought it was. Remember when we had you guess and you were like, wet anus pussy. That's what you said.
I did. Nice.
Oh, goodness.
So I think he was just saying that because he didn't want anybody to put it in the chat or didn't want to say it. So he was being nice.
Okay. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. It's natural. Oh my gosh.
Natural.
I can hear the football game at the high school. That's
over there. Yes. Yes.
And on Friday nights. Oh, it is Friday night. Yeah.
It is. Okay. And speaking of Friday nights, I'm going to go enjoy mine. I'm going to make some popcorn. I'm going to lay in bed and I'm going to pretend I got a big life. Okay.
Thank you. Yes, K10. We have we've been working on merch for a while. Merch is difficult just because you have to go through like I have another channel where we have merch and we have to go through a seller. And so I've tried merch before and I lost money on merch because
I know
shipping and stuff. And then going through a seller, you don't really, they take quite a lot of
they take quite a lot. Yes.
So if I had like my own, like this maker or that maker, and I don't know, we'll figure it out. But yes, but for now we're just going to sell our feet because we're going to
sell our feet because
loot out our feet. I also found out one more interesting thing about TV that I wanted to share with you, Nana, before we log off.
All right.
So I'm reading my book that I got. I believe it was Realification that got it for me. It's a Buffy the Vampire Slayer book, and obviously my favorite show of all time.
Yes.
And I found out that Joss Whedon, who is problematic, we have found in recent years, but he, who is the creator of the show, he is related. He comes from a long line I knew of like writers, TV writers. And guess what? His grandpa, guess what shows he wrote?
Don't even tell me. Leave It to Beaver, Andy Mayberry,
Andy Griffith, Donna Reed.
Really? I just watched Donna Reed today.
John Whedon, and then his dad wrote some shows that weren't as popular. Well, they were pretty popular, but they were like more kids stuff. But yeah, I was like, no wonder some of like the person who created my favorite show is related to the person that's created Nana's favorite show. So I thought,
absolutely
interesting.
That just intersects. That's what life's about. One full circle of love. Thank you. Nana's turning off the lights. I was saying last call. None of your business. Last call. Last call for alcohol.
Shout out to our mods. Best mods here. My mods are just like,
thank you for keeping us in line.
You help me and Nana so much. And then they have to venture over to my side channels where there's crazy people, Nana, and they really have to lay down the law because these people are nuts. There was a lady, I won't tell you who it was, but I get recommended all this crazy stuff now. It's like side characters. And there was a lady who went live and she said, or they said, drop the link. And she's like, I can't. I took my teeth out and I put them in a cup. I was like, what?
We're just selling our feet. I mean,
right? You know. And then she was talking about she's like, she was talking about another lady she doesn't like. She's like, she used to do uppers or like meth or something with her significant other. And it's okay, just admit it. Me and my old man used to do the uppers and the meth, and we would do it for 24, 48 hours. I was like, what? And I sent it to my mod chat because I screen grabbed it. I was like, you guys, this is now in my recommendations, some of the side characters of the channels that we were watching. And it's just, I was like, what the hell? But yes, one lady she couldn't come up because she took her teeth out. I was like,
oh, honey, we don't talk like that. I do have to go potty. Can you see this? See what we're doing?
She's got to go. Okay. Nana's like, don't tell me nothing about the drama. But it was just, this lady was fun.
I love you.
She was funny. Okay. We love you guys. Don't forget to hit that like comment after it posts. It helps us so much in the algorithm. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Okay, bye.
If you like what you see.